All right. Hello, everybody. Hey, Sam. Oh, Juanita, good to see you. Swiffle's in the house. We have new local Austin. Hi, Mike. How you doing? Hey, Skipper. How's everybody doing tonight? Nice. So I got some new fish in that tank over there, and I was going to show that to y'all. Hello, David's Aquatics. Welcome in. Welcome in. Kevin Rosenberg. Hello. Hello, Lori. How you doing? Good to see you. Yep, I got it right here for you, Sam. I can see you. Great. So good to see you, Juanita. We've been so worried. I'm glad you're here tonight. Hi, Jamie. Hello, Sal. Hello, Night Owl. How's the betta? The betta is doing good, and I will show you the betta in a bit. It's a really beautiful one, too. Hello, Linda. How are you? Linda Worth? Good to see you guys. Hello, Juanita. Juanita's here, and there's Christine. Hello. So good to see you. I'm so stoked to elect Blue Rams eating my baby brine. Oh, wow. They did. Oh, nice. That is cool. I'll drop this link here. If somebody would like to join us up here, you're more than welcome. There we go. Anybody wants to jump on up? Come on up. Hello, Cheryl. Welcome in. I've been enjoying my new fish. I got my new angels. I got a new betta, and then I got those glow light Danios, and they're really sweet. I love them. Oh, you're gonna pull the eggs? Oh, wow. Nice. I've never bred the rams. Did I miss Ben? There, Ben Sharp. Hey, Ben. How you doing? All right. I'll put on a little bit of music here, I think. Yeah, that'll work. Those glow light Daniels, once settled, are amazing. Oh yeah, they are very beautiful. I'll show them to you in a little bit. I got my camera set up back there, and it's on this tank over here. Only thing with this, I can't really zoom in, but I can make this one bigger. That way, you might be able to see the angelfish. Let me try that. Is it right here? Yeah. You can see that mystery snail there. I can barely see it. I don't know why my screen's so small on this thing. That big one there on the glass. Right. And computer heading to the phone now. Okay, great. Nice. So good to see you, Juanita. So good to see you indeed. I'm so happy to see you. With that terrible fall and So how's everybody doing tonight out there? How are your fish doing? How's everything going? How you been, Sam? Oh, I bet it is. Yeah, Cheryl. I'm hoping the same thing when my pistos finally breed. I'm hoping that they do it soon. Well, they've actually laid eggs once, but the bristlenose plecos ate the eggs. Tanks are all good over here. Nice. Now, what kind of fish are you keeping, Kevin? And Cheryl was in our last auction, and we're having another one on the 15th. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a different time, though. It's on a Friday night instead of a Saturday. And we're going to be starting... We'll be starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's, 2 o'clock on the West Coast. And probably go about 3 hours, so... Hybrid cichlids, angels, panda cories, guppies, triangle electric. Oh, wow. Nice. I just got my very first angelfish since I've been in the hobby. So night owl and... Oh, you'll be right back? All right, Sam. I just fired up a big old cup of coffee here, and I made it down here just in the nick of time. I'll miss the first hour or so. I don't get home from work until 5 Central. Oh, okay. We'll be going a long time. Another thing too, if there's stuff on the list when we get it on there, Cheryl, if that's already over with, all you got to do is contact the vendors. They probably have more of it, and you probably get it at the same price. So that's generally how we work it. So if there's something that you see, you say, oh, I missed it, you can always check with them, and chances are that'll be good. Hello, Glenn. How you doing? GRB is here from Australia. I tell you, I'm loving those angels, Kevin. I've wanted them for 50 years, and I finally got some. That's just crazy. I don't know why. I kept looking at them saying, oh, I'm going to get those someday. I'm going to get those someday. Well, you say that so many times, and the years start ticking by. But now I got them. I love them. I think I know that. Night Owl voted in the poll tonight. Oh, did you? That's right. I had the poll. Is that still here? I gotta scroll all the way up. Let's see. Oh, okay. I didn't see the poll results on this one. How's the beta? Oh, wait. It's going really well. Good evening, Jeff Kane. Welcome in, sir. Good to see you. Just trying to see if those angels are going to come out front here. I know that my mystery snails are busy. And I can see the limias, but I think they're back there. They're hunting those scuds back there in that Java moss last time I seen them. Oh, there's the upper right-hand corner. I think they're still chasing them around. I have 13 angels in my 55, but I need to heal up so I can have another tank. Non-weight bearing on my left leg and stuck in a wheelchair or a platform walker. Oh, thank you, Ben. Appreciate it. 68 night owls. Okay. 22 votes, 68% night owl. All right. I ordered 8 angelfish in July, received 12. Figured they would eventually pair off and I could get in the tank. Only I have 1 female. Ooh. Wow, that's the same kind of luck I have, Cheryl. When I got my albino crubensis, I got them from Aquahuna. And I ordered 6, it's like a 6-pack, and they're all males. Hello, Skipper. Welcome in, sir. How you doing tonight? Popping this up here as we are open panel tonight. We're just talking about fish and whatnot. I got my phone over there on my other tank back there with my new fish. Sounds like my one definite female that Jeff sent. Jeff, I got 5 firemouth cichlids because of you. Oh, you love them? Oh, good. I got a lot more here. And convicts if you want them. I like both of those fish. They're not something that, it's not a money maker, but it's not always about money. It's about what's nice and what you like. You get anything at House of Tropicals? Ooh, House of Tropicals. I haven't seen that store yet. Is that an online store, Lori? Type this in here. You get plants. Late owl, early bird. I smell foul. Yeah. I guess it depends on what part of the world you're in, Glenn. Here we're being a little bit late. Over there, it's bright and early for you. Or no, it's late for you, isn't it? No, it's noontime. 12:41 p.m. Yeah, the firemouths are an amazing fish. Also tropicals. I'm going to look this up here real quick. I want to check this out real quick for a second. Tropicals. Here it is. Website. Okay. It's pretty cool. They got the freshwater. I'll go for the freshwater fish here. All right. I'll pull this up. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up and see if we can get something on here. Seriously. Bring it up here. There we go. All right. Oh, here it is over on this side. This is the choices here. It doesn't give you a drop-down arrow for these ones, though. Fish. It's only got a few pictures. No, that's not what we want. Okay. All right. It's not an online store. Oh, I just found that out the hard way, didn't I? Yeah. Yes, isn't that great to see you, Skipper? Yes. Very happy. I'm now waiting for one pair to form and hopefully get a few more pairs. Oh, the blue Pinoy Val. Oh, nice. Hey, there's Swiffle. Hey, Swiffle, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I don't know if y'all can hear me.
Oh, yeah.
These are my electric blue rams that are in this tank I was showing you. I don't know if y'all can see. I can't.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, whoops. I want to bring this up here, so put you on the big screen here. There we go. All right. Oh, wow. That's a nice.
But if you look, this just happened within the last hour or so. Look on this rock. You see the eggs?
I can see the eggs, yes. And that gray rock right
there. Just laid those within the last hour or so. And then right down here, I've got the baby electric blue rams that just hatched a week ago.
Oh, wow.
They just started eating baby brine shrimp tonight, so this is their sixth spawn, so hopefully I can get it right. This is my second try of hatching them themselves. I'm fixing to pull these other eggs and put them in some methylene blue right here below them and try and get them to hatch. So,
but you got Fry. That's half the battle right there. And then make sure they get enough to eat.
And you talk about angelfish. Let me show you one tank. Y'all can't look at my house, so.
Oh, your house probably cleaner. Probably better than my
this
fish
is just one tank of my angels.
Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah, you got a couple, don't you? Oh, I think it might have froze up a little bit. I'm sure it will. It'll bounce back here in a second. That is really. Oops. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm not sure if both of us are frozen. I can see me move. Take my comment down so we can see better. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. There we go. Sorry about that, Skipper. That's a beautiful tank. Hopefully he comes back. It seems to be frozen a little bit. Oops. Go ahead and jump back in, Swiffle. I'm not sure what happened. You just it froze up and then you were gone. So let's see here. Yeah, I disconnected. Okay, you can reconnect. I'll send you the link again. Those angelfish. Wow, you got a few of those. Oh, on my computer. Hello, Jose. Welcome in. Adventures in Gardening. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Almost enough angels to be heaven. That's right. That's a lot of angels. Yeah, it is a lot of angels, yes. How are you doing, Jose? How are you tonight? Let me bring my, let's do this. Let's go over here. In the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and make it like that. There we go. You can see that tank a little bit better. Look at the sword plants. So they're starting to green up. They were almost dead, and now they're starting to green up pretty good. Yeah, he has a lot. I have just the two angels here, but right now they're back there hunting scuds by that. Well, there they are on the right-hand side. I can see that correctly. And the way these angels are paling around together, I think they might be, I'm not sure if they might be forming a pair. They're kind of small, but the way they hang together, they go everywhere together. I'm not sure if that's a trait of it being a pair or not, but I'm sure hoping. So this year has been a pretty historic year in my fish room. I've gotten 3 species I've never had before. The biggies, probably, well, both the Corydoras and the angelfish. I never had them. We're talking 50 years in the hobby and not having an angelfish or a Corydora until this year. And I tell you what, I love them. They are so cool. I just started following your channel, Swiffle. Adventures in Gardening. So good to have you here. Thanks for supporting everybody. Hey TK, how are ya? Good to see you. Well, there's my 40-gallon TK. I'm not sure if you've seen the angelfish yet or not, but if you look closely enough, they might come up front, but they've been back up, eating the scuds and stuff back there in the Java moss. I found that there was some scuds that came in here somehow. More than likely on some plants or something. But look at the mystery snails. I tell you, I'm loving the mystery snails. I used to breed them a few years ago, but I bred hundreds and hundreds of them. And I sold a lot of them. Did I miss June coming in? June, hi, hello. Let's see here. Mhm. Hello, June. Did I miss June coming in? I didn't see her come in. Oh, my goodness. I still don't see her. Let's see here. Oh, geez, that's not a good. I know. No, you haven't. Okay. Well, that's the tank right there that has them, and they may pop around. They're not really. They're not flighty. They're actually pretty bold. They come up to the front, and they're like a black marble, but they both have like a white stripe on the front of their dorsal fins, both of them. So when they're swimming, it looks pretty cool. And the one with the white ventral fins has like a greenish tinge around its face, which I think is pretty nice look. Right now, the mystery snails are taking the show, it looks like. Hello, George. How are you doing tonight? Welcome in. Hey, J-Rock. How are we doing tonight? Oh, June. Oh, no problem. I know that because Jeff Kane's avatar picture is very similar in color to what June's is. And sometimes I see it, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, no, that's Jeff. Absolutely. So good to see Juanita in chat. So good indeed. Jim's Fish. Hello there. Hey, the real Jeff Kane. Yes. Joy. Now, which one is Joy? Oh, that's Joy. Joy. It's Jose. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Jim. Awesome. I am really pleased, though. I was so worried that those the sword plants were going to die, and it looks like they're actually starting to grow now. And I don't want to be too optimistic about it, but I think probably maybe 2 or 3 more weeks they might look pretty good. Hello there. Hello, Kevin Rosenberg coming in. Jump on the lake there, David. How you doing, Kevin?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. I'll pop you on the big screen there. Oh, wow.
This is my 120, my 4-foot.
Oh, my. Look at that. Angel. Those angels are huge.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Now, that one right behind it there, the black and white one, that right there on the right.
Yeah.
That looks like my 2 little ones, but that has a little bit more white on it than mine do.
Yeah, that one and then the white one are mating.
Oh, nice. Okay, Jeff, I'll see you in a bit.
And then I just added 20 of these Corridoras today.
Oh, what kind are those?
Emerald green.
Oh, the emerald green's nice. That's the kind that Elfish breeds. He has the emerald greens, the bronze.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. This is a Severum juvenile.
Oh, nice. Is that a Fairmouth I see there too?
Yep.
Nice. I got a tank full of those. They're kind of fun to watch. Do that back and forth thing.
Yeah, they're pretty neat.
Yeah, they are cool. David, are
Let
you
me
going to
show
jump up here with us? I'm sorry, go ahead.
What's that?
I was just talking to David to see if he's going to jump up here with us while we're looking at your tank here.
Okay. Yeah, this has been up for about 1.5 years. It's dirted father fish style.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of into the leaf litter blackwater tanks.
Yeah, they look great. That's kind of like what my dirted. I have like a father fish type in my 40 gallon there.
Yeah, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you my 75 real quick.
All right. Oh wow, I love that Jack Dempsey. That's cool.
Yeah, that's a female. Then I have these redhead tapajos.
Oh yeah. What geo is that? Is that a Svenny there?
Those are redhead tapajos.
Oh, that's a Tapajos. Okay.
That's the boss.
Oh yeah, I see that. Wow. I love it when they display like that. That's cool.
He's big in here. See that?
Yes, he is. He's like, I'm the boss of this tank.
Yeah. And then I have these flameback bleeding heart tetras. They're pretty cool.
Oh, they are.
See how they have the red on the back?
Yeah. Oh, they're gorgeous.
Yeah, they're really pretty.
Very nice.
Yeah, this used to be all covered in
Flameback bleeding heart, right?
flameback bleeding heart. Yep.
Okay. All right.
This used to be all covered in jungle val. And then I took a bunch out. I had to make a little bit more room. So, yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out for a little bit here.
Yeah,
Thought I'd show you a
absolutely.
couple of my tanks.
Absolutely. Just relaxing and, we'll just look at this tank for a while. Oh, that's a festival.
Yeah.
You don't see those much anymore. They used to be more popular back in the 70s and 80s. But I haven't seen any of them.
I wanted to get more, but they only had one left in the tank, and now he's gotten some pretty good size on him.
Yeah, they're awesome fish. Love that black stripe.
Right. But I love these geos, Jeff.
Oh, I know it. They're a great fish. That's why I like my fire mouths and my convicts. I mean, they're kind of a common fish, but I like them.
You can't go wrong.
No. Nope, not at all.
And then I threw this gourami. I had 3 gouramis in my 33 long, and I wanted to get all 3 of them out, but I could only get this guy for now.
Oh yeah.
He fits in well.
Yes. They can be semi-aggressive. They're good for that kind of a tank.
Right.
I had one time in a tank back in the early days, and it was a tank with fire mouths, and the blue gourami was like the tank boss.
That's awesome.
It would take on the fire mouths, and I tell you what, it would win. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
These Congos I got when they were small, and I just cannot believe what they grew into.
Oh, they're beautiful, aren't they?
They're super cool.
They are. They're probably the best Congos I've ever seen. They are really nice. How big are they? It's hard to tell from the picture, but how big would you say they are right now?
I would say they're 3.5 inches.
Wow.
They're big, Jeff.
That is.
And I was not sure on a Jack Dempsey, but I couldn't pass it up because it just looks so amazing with the deep blacks.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, I'm gonna at least try a female out.
Yeah.
She lets me hand feed her.
Oh yeah, definitely. They will do that. I used to fed mine by hand like that. They just pretty much jump out of the water. Have you ever fed them night crawlers?
I've never done that. I should try it.
Oh, they love it. Good protein. I just rinse them off really good. I rinse them off really good, and then what you'll do is if you throw the whole thing in there, they'll play tug of war with it.
That's cool.
One fish will grab one end, and the other one will grab the other one. I've seen that so many times.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah. The Geos will go after it. The Jack Dempsey will go after it. Pretty much anything.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like your plants are really greening up there.
They are finally. Finally, well, when I first set up the tank, I got it pretty well cycled, and then I added the plants. They came in, and I put them in. They were really bright green and beautiful when they got here, and then I planted them into the substrate. And I got the Miracle Grow organic potting soil at the bottom. It's not quite a full inch. I used the whole bag in that 40-gallon tank, but it gave me about 3/4 of an inch of the soil.
Right.
And then I put like 2.5 inches of that. I think it's like 2 or 3 millimeter gravel.
Yep.
And put them in there, and they were good for a couple days. And all of a sudden, they started getting looking pretty like they're going to die. And they were turning almost completely brown. I was like, oh man, I've had. These two right here would make the fourth and fifth Amazon swords that I've got. Every other one has died within 3 weeks.
What the heck?
I know it. And I was using root tabs and liquid fertilizer. Nothing. It was just no matter what I did, they would die.
I've kind of had some bad luck with my swords too. They just stop growing. And I have root tabs and stuff, but
do you put root tabs in with the dirt too?
Yes, I do. This tank here, the 75, is not dirted. It's just sand and some gravel.
Nice.
But I mean, if you look at my channel on some past videos, this whole tank was all Val.
Oh wow! Yeah, I've got to do that. I got to get over there and check them out. Check out your video.
I mean, I've had this tank up for probably 5 years now.
Now that tank is that the 120?
This is the 75.
Oh, that's 75. Okay. It looks bigger than a 75.
Yeah, probably because I took those plants out. But
That's
yeah,
cool.
these flameback bleeding hearts are beautiful with the red on the backs.
They are. They kind of look like a large. You ever seen the candy cane tetras?
Yes.
This is like a larger candy cane, but with
They're
a long.
big.
Short.
Yep.
Yeah, GRB saying that all the Earth Eaters are so amazing. All the Geos. Yep.
Oh, I know. I love them too.
I like them because they have personality, but they're not overly aggressive.
Right.
They have enough aggression to show some interesting personality, but nobody gets hurt really.
My lights are kind of dimming down in my 120 here, but in here I have 6 Standachneri Geos.
Ooh.
Now these guys are more aggressive.
The Standachneri are?
Yeah, the Standachneris. These are females right here.
Oh wow.
Those are three females right there. Maybe the male will show up. He's starting to get his red hump on his head.
Yeah. I was about to say, because I was looking for that, because they have that really distinct where the head's going down and it's like, when it slopes down all of a sudden. It's pretty cool.
Right. But yeah, I actually have a sword in here, and it kind of stopped growing. You can't see on this side, but I have a really big sword in the back. That one's doing okay. Oh, there's the male with the hump.
Oh, there he is. Oh, wow.
See him?
That is cool. Yes, I do see him. Got the nice spots on his tail, by his tail fin. Yep.
Yeah, he's really cool. And they're still young yet.
They'll breed for you, I bet.
Yeah, I actually had a female that was holding. I could tell in her mouth she was.
Or they
She wouldn't eat.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know they were milk brooders. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't want to take up all your time, but
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. We're just hanging out. That's absolutely excellent. You stay as long as you want to. And I'm just going to check out the chat here and see what else is. Let me see here. Oh yeah,
these two are breeding.
Oh, they're what? They're fighting?
No, they're mates. They're mates.
Oh wow, they're having a little marital spat.
Having a little spat.
Yep. I know the angels. They can get pretty aggressive when they spawn.
Yeah, angels. They can get their attitudes.
I mean, I've never had my first angels here, but I've seen on enough videos watching them when they have their eggs. They get really real feisty.
Right.
Oh. Enjoy Fish keeping saying that Congos are so cool. Yes, they are. GRB auction. Did you go to an auction, GRB? There's Melvin is in the building. Hello, Melvin. There he is. Wow, very beautiful tank. This.
All right.
Yes. Well, thank you for coming up here. Sometime we should have you on here as up on the panel with us.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe one night I can hop on.
Anytime we're up here, when you're in here, I'll just drop the link.
All right, I appreciate that. Thanks, Jeff.
No problem at all. Thank you for showing those beautiful tanks.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Let's bring this one back over here. There we go. Nice. Melvin is in the building. Toasty. Had to do that for Melvin. Thank you very much, Lori, for dropping that there. That is so cool. Thank you, Kevin. Just posted the channel for Ben. Oh, nice. Kevin had previously subbed. Yep. Ooh. I tell you, I don't know why, but it is a hot one down here. So, just gonna kind of relax here for a second. I just ate before I came down here, so I'm kind of in limbo a little bit. Just kind of chilling a little bit. If anybody else has a tank they would like to show us up here, I'm going to keep dropping these links every so often, and go right ahead and hop on in here. Oh, there I can see. Is that an angel or is that a mystery snail? That's a mystery snail. I wonder where they're at. I bet if I walk over there, they'll come out. Let me do that. I'll be right back. There they are. And how you doing, Skipper? My tank lights are out. Oh, right. Yep. Okay. 33 votes, 70% night owls. All right. Yeah, I'm most definitely a night owl. Yeah, that's not a bad ratio, is it? Turn them back on, Skip. Jose saying. Turn them on. Turn them on. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to disrupt his fish. They're sleeping. How's your trip, David? How's it going for you? Done editing, saving my video. Oh, I hate reviews. Ah. I just got another letter from Nicole from Tiger. She wants to send me some more stuff. So I gotta get back with her. I gotta do some straightening up down here before I get any more equipment in here so I can do a proper video of it. Saying hello, hello. Somebody told me, who was it? Jason from 5 Star Betters. He sent me a messenger earlier, and he sent me a screenshot from down there. It was Timmy, who was in our auction, the first one. He was in Aquashella, and they said they had a slideshow presentation about me on there, and I was like, what? He says, yeah, He's saying, yeah, you were on there for quite a few minutes. I was like, I didn't even know that. I got to find out what's going on there. I didn't hear anything about it. But he said it. He had Jason from Primetime Aquatics right next to him. He took a picture with him, and then he had right at the top, said, Jeff, you're on a slideshow right now. I was like, whoa, I should be in Florida. Yes, David, you have a safe trip coming back. It's a long drive, what, 8 hours? 8 hours, I believe. Is that what you said? My mistake. But I'm glad you let us know when you got down there. That was good. I get to set up another tank this weekend. Ooh, for killies. What kind of killies did you get? I have the Biosemi in Australia, and I had the Gardner Eye, but when I moved the rack, my Gardner Eye pair died, so I was stupid. But I'm going to get another pair of those. That's my tank. That's the mystery snail. Let me go straighten that up, though. I don't have the. I'll put it on there better. So. There's angels. Nice. Yeah, I can't wait till I start getting some clutches, hopefully, from the mystery snails. Oh, the bipodum logos. Oh. How long you having? I've had them now. This is the second day. This is day 2. I picked them up yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, I believe. Got a good deal on them too. Sales, oh, they better not be. David, and those Corys better breed for me too. They're doing great too. I've been feeding them. I'm going to show you the food I got for them. It's from Ken's Fish Food, and it's the premium 4-flavor bit blend. See if I can put myself on here for a second. I'll put the tank back on there. I'll show you what it looks like. They love it. When I put this, I put it like they're pretty good sized little pellets. They got different flavors in there. They have ones like earthworm flavor. I'm not going to show you. There we are. They love it. So I got this. I got 2 pounds of these algae wafers. Got a half pound of the super premium tropical flake. Really nice. And then the extreme spirulina. But I was running so low on pleco wafers, I needed to. I have a few of those here in the house. I probably have 40 upstairs or more, maybe 40 to 50, and down here I probably have probably about the same. So I got probably around 80 to 100 plecos in the house. I would certainly watch Cheryl's videos. Yes. Okay, kiddos, this is the longest I've been able to sit for a while. Left hip is killing. Oh, I'm so sorry. You get some rest. We need to thank you so much, dear. And so good to see you in here. I hope you're feeling better very soon. I want you to heal up. And you just take care of yourself, and we're all praying for you, honey. So you just take it easy. Hello, Juanita. How are you feeling? Oh, good. No, that's not a nerite. Those are mystery snails. Those are the Pomacia burgesi, they're called. They're mystery snails. And I used to breed them. I used to breed them a lot. Had lots of. I was getting like 4 or 5 clutches a week. And I saved every single clutch, and I incubated them all. And I probably had, at one time, I had several tanks full of them. And like a 20-gallon tank full of them. We're talking probably 60 snails. And oh, thank you very much, Juanita. You take it easy now. You have a good night. Get some rest. Thanks, Jose. The other half wants me to do this vid. Oh, yeah. I have a fear of public speaking when no one is actually there to comment at the moment. I'll tell you something. You nail it right on the head there. When I first started doing my live stream, I had a deathly fear of getting on here and just, talking like this. But after I get to know everybody and get used to it, it's like I'm just here with my friends and I can relax. I mean, I still get nervous. I mean, you can tell that. I still get nervous, but it gets easier. The more you do it, better it gets. I will try to do a video though. Well, you know what? You're always welcome to join us on the panel here, Cheryl. If you're nervous or you don't want to be seen on the panel, I don't see why not. But you can always do this. Like I'm sitting here right now, and just say that I'm feeling nervous or something. You can still be heard. You can even have a special little picture here where that little guy is. I mean, you can have like a picture of a fish or whatever. But there's no reason. You can always talk like this, and then. So when I always have somebody come up on the panel, I say, you know what? If you're shy and don't want to, be there like that, you can always turn the camera off and still be able to talk. Hello, there is Kenny. Hello there. How are we doing, sir? Would you like to join us on the panel up here? It's basically a open panel this evening, just kind of hanging out. Put that there just in case you'd like to join us. It'd be an honor to have you, sir. Also, I didn't know if you knew that. I know you've been participating in Skipper's auction, but I'm having one too, and you're welcome to join that one as well. What up, fish people? That's a good one. I like that. We don't care about your mistakes, Jeff, because you're just so doggone good. Oh, yeah. I think you need this more than I do. I know you need it. She is asking. Oh. To start lives, and I kind of guessed on a picture. Well, Zay, if you ever want to join us up here, why don't you go and click that link? You can do that. In fact, anybody out here, when I do this, you're always more than welcome. Hello, Dan again. Yes. I mean, I'll be honest with you. My auction isn't as well refined as Skipper's is. It's new, but we have a lot of fun on it, and I try to do it at a time where we're spread apart, so it's not like, oh, we're getting too many auctions too soon, but I got the idea from Skipper. I can't deny that. I thought, wow, that looks like a lot of fun. At first I started doing it. I was trying to involve other countries, so I had the first two was with the first two or the first one with Britain, and that kind of took its course, and now we're just I'm basically just doing United States now until somebody else would like to. Yeah, I agree with her, Christine. You must want something. My light are off. Oh. You're shy. Turn clicks tonight. Ah. Well, wake up, fish. I am. Taking care of them. Yeah. Yep. Kenny, I got my first angelfish in 50 years, day before yesterday. And about 6 weeks ago, wasn't about 6 weeks, David, I got my first corridors ever. And I've been keeping aquariums since '74. So I'm really, this has been a monumental year for me. Made some huge leaps and bounds, I tell you. Oh, turn the clocks tonight, yeah. It does it automatically on our phones and our computers. But like on your microwave ovens and stuff like that, I think you got to do it manually, and in the car too. Is that tonight? Tonight, yeah. At 2 o'clock in the morning or something, I'll still be up. I already actually turned them back on the microwaves and on the I have 2 microwaves. You forgot about the clocks. So how does that work out now? We're going to be gaining an hour of sleep or losing an hour? So we're falling back. So you're gaining an hour sleep. Get to get up in the morning. Hard to get time. Your new job keeps you busy. Ah. Now it will be dark before 5 p.m. I know it. I don't like that. I'm not a real big fan of winter, to be honest with you. I've lived in Michigan my entire life. I've seen my fair share of the snow and the cold, you know. I like to go someplace where it's like summer most of the time. Yeah, gaining an hour. Yep. I get an hour extra at work. Oh, wow. But you get paid for it, right? Your mom lives in Michigan. I'm in Lansing, Michigan. Check back. Oh, there you are, dear. I am so sorry. My goodness gracious. Here, hold on 1 second.
You're so cute.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
My little guy was looking at you the whole time.
Oh, I recognize those guys. Ah.
I was going to
How are
ask
you
you
doing?
if they look familiar.
They do look familiar. They sure do. They look like they're doing pretty good there. Oh, yeah, they're happy.
Hopefully you can see them.
Oh, I can see them. They're so jet black. They look so good against the plants, you know?
Yeah, everybody seems to be pretty happy.
Yeah. What is that other fish there in front of them? Do you see that one that's lighter colored?
Somebody told me that it's an Endler, the one that's laying on the rock.
No, the big one that's
Oh, that's a guppy. That's the one that I got from David.
That's a guppy. Wow. Oh, that's right. Those black mollies. I say they're juveniles. Yeah. I'm going to say they weren't real big ones, because usually the black mollies are quite a bit bigger than guppies are. Oh, they look good though. I mean, everything in there looks good. Oh, and I got my girl back there with her hair.
Yep. That's why I said she's been looking at you from down there.
I see that. I see that. We were sitting here one night, and I was looking at this thing, the spider plant, and it was like it had like a part in its hair, right? And it was like going down this rock. And I said, if that thing had like an eye right there, it'd be perfect.
And it does. If the other plants would get out of the way, you'd see it. But the hornwort's kind of hiding it.
That was a very awesome thing that fish is.
I can show you the assassin snail.
Oh, yeah. Is he moving around?
No,
Uh-oh.
he has not moved since he's gotten here.
Uh-oh.
He's been doing that.
Well, it's 2 days now, right?
Yeah.
Huh. I give him a couple more days. If he's still there, he may have died. I'm not sure. Sometimes they like might go 3 or 4 days before they move.
Well, we'll give him time.
Yeah. I got more. I'll send you more. I wanted to send 2 of them. I should have grabbed 2 of them. That way you'd have gotten at least, odds would be better that, if one of them did die or something, you'd have the other for backup. Because I have plenty of them. But, oh yeah, they're looking good. I'm looking at these mollies, and I could have swore I got you a male in there. I'm just checking it out. Yeah, there he is back there. He's one on the bottom left.
He's saying flip it over. Skip
No,
it.
the one on the snail. You could. And what I usually do when I get snails, I'll when I put them in the tank, this is the way I do it. I put them in the left front corner, and then if they move, that's where you put them. And after like 3 to 4 days, if they haven't moved, chances are good that they might be dead. Hope not. Hope not. Snail not moving, not so good. Yeah, that's true. I am too shy to stream, plus my lights are... Yeah, you're not too shy. Oh, wait a minute. We have Jose here. I'm too shy to stream, plus my lights are... Hello, Jose. Sorry about that. I didn't see you back there. I was like... I couldn't see you. I had this thing in my face. How are you doing? How are you, Jose?
Hold on, I think my mic is off. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you go. I can hear you now.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to turn the lights on the tanks off on.
Oh, okay. There you go. I can hear you now.
Yeah.
But maybe this is taking a... Oh. Yeah, the snail, we'll find out what's going on with it. If
Wow, he's really wedged under that rock now. And I can't move it because there's shrimp under it.
right. Yeah, just keep an eye on it. And then if he is, you can take like some tweezers in there and pick them out.
Oh, now everybody's mad at me. No. I do have this handy little thing. Let me see if I can get this down in there.
Okay.
Am I still on, Jeff?
You are still on, yes.
All right.
There we go.
Okay. Is the camera on? Is off on my end?
The camera, you have your camera turned off. If you see the little camera, if you see a red line going through it, just click on it.
I'm tapping on it, but it doesn't. It doesn't come off. Still has a cross mark on it.
But it still has the cross mark on it?
Yeah. I click it, but then it goes right off again.
Huh. Why don't you go out and try to come back in?
Yeah, let me try that.
Okay. That sometimes works for me when everything else fails. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can see him now. He's striped. Yep. Hopefully.
I'm trying to get him flipped over like you guys said, but...
Well, I just bring him over to the corner and I just leave him right there and just see if he moves.
Oh, I've been watching him. He ain't moved. But what's funny is when I started messing with him, it seemed like he crawled deeper into the shell.
Yeah,
There
he's
we go.
alive there. He's probably just scared. He's probably just really freaked out, probably.
Gosh, for an assassin, he's pretty weak.
Yeah. There he's just a little bit scared. He'll come out.
So
Once
there
he's
you go.
started-
He is definitely flipped on his... So he's right
Oh,
side
that's
up.
good. Yep. I would just leave him right there now for a couple days and see what happens.
There's that little shrimp underneath there that was with him. You can see just a hair of red
Oh.
right in there. I can see. I know he's in there.
Yep.
Yeah, I freaked him out when I started moving everything.
Hopefully. Oh, there's Jose's back.
Yeah, I still can turn my camera on if you could hear me.
I can hear you. Yep, but you still can't turn your camera on. That's so
No.
odd.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think I look better with like this though. It's an improvement to my image.
No.
That's funny.
Let's see here. I missed some of the.
I had an earlier live with this one of the guys in Spain, and but the image wasn't so great. But I was able to switch the camera from 480, I think, to 7 something, and the image improves. So he said that in his case, turning the image down improves his look also. You know, so I said I should leave mine black then.
I think
Yeah,
this goes at 720p, I believe.
yes, on 720. Yeah, I changed it over and it improved the image a lot. But I don't know why it's not allowing me to do it. I don't know what's wrong.
Huh. And you're using your mouse to click on it.
No, I'm on the phone actually.
Oh, so you're just touching the microphone and it's not working.
Yeah, no, just touching the camera. It flickers, but then it goes back to red with the thing on it. Let me try.
I click on this with my mouse, I go like this and then back.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave and try to come back on again. I don't know.
Okay. It should be work. I mean, usually the phone, it does. It might be, what could it be? I'm not sure exactly.
I've never had that happen.
Not on the phone, no. It's usually you just touch. I can turn my camera on and off with it. I'm not sure. Hey, Big Steve, hello, welcome in. I'm going to put you back on the big screen here. Whoops. There we go. Oh, they're looking good. I'm so glad they made it, and I'm pretty sure that a couple days that assassin snail might move. Because if you like you said, when you moved him and you seemed like he moved to go deeper in the shell, he's probably just in a defensive position. You know, just kind of like I just let him go and hopefully with about 3 days he'll be moving around.
Yeah, I could definitely see that he was right at the opening, and then as I'm messing with him, he started going deeper down into the shell.
Yep, he's alive.
Okay.
He's alive then because he or she, it's just going to take a while for it to get its nerve up to start moving around. Because once they start moving around, you'll see it more often. They'll be cruising all over the place. And you got snails in there, so when he gets hungry, it'll definitely go after him. I've never seen one take one down or anything, but I know that in my one tank I had a bunch of ram's horn snails and a bunch of Malaysian trumpets. And I added 4 assassins to that 55-gallon. And at first I was like, oh, they're not even, I thought they were vegetarians. I was like, they're not even eating any of these guys. But then after about 3 months, I noticed there was a lot of empty white ram's horn snail shells. So they cleaned them out. And now that tank has hardly any snails in it at all. So, and we're talking they had hundreds of them in there. There's hundreds of those Malaysian trumpet snails. And lots and lots of ram's horn too. Hello. That's a big girl. You know what? I think she might be pregnant.
Oh yeah, she is. That's the one that we're waiting to get all the way dark on the back. Yeah, she's gonna be spitting them out soon.
That big black one right there in the middle. I think she's pregnant. That's cool. I just had a big spawn about 2 weeks ago up in my 20-gallon upstairs. And I bet that she was huge too. I bet she dropped 50 fry.
Oh wow.
That's a lot. for a fish that's only about 2.5 to 3 inches long.
Well, that's why I want to get a 40 breeder, and I don't know. I was asking earlier last night in one of the chats I was in, which place would be better to go get the 40-gallon breeder? Would it be Petco or PetSmart? I wasn't really going for price. I was going more for, does one carry it, the other one doesn't, or do they both carry them?
They both carry. There he is. They both carry.
Hey, there he is.
There. They both carry. There he is. They both carry. Somebody has another device on.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
You know, I did the old trick. I turned the phone off and on again, and that seemed to have done it.
Yes, nice. Yep. So I'm gonna. Yes. So you got your tank light on there?
Yeah, I woke them up. I figure if I'm up, they can be up too.
Oh, that's funny.
Take a
Awesome.
look. Oops.
How old is Rosenberg?
What's that?
How old is Rosenberg? Kevin. Is it Kevin?
Kevin, yeah. He was up here showing his tanks.
I said, how old is he?
How old is he? I don't know. I would assume probably 20,
Young.
20s or 30s, probably 20s or early 30s. Kevin, if you're still out here, he's wondering how old. I'd say he's a young man, yeah. Oh, Swivel just pulled ram eggs.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, he sounded young.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Remove the rock.
trying to see the comments on the phone. I'm kind of slow with the technology.
30s. Well, he says, well, thank you.
He's 30?
Wow.
He said 30s with a question mark, and he says, well, thank you. LOL.
Oh.
Well, he sounded to me like he was in his 20s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard. I think even younger. Oh, I see Kevin. Yeah.
Oh, I'm in my 40s. Okay.
Gosh.
Okay. Oh, very good.
He's going to be 80 and he's going to look like he's 40.
Yep.
I'm 109 actually now.
Yeah. I say I'm 75. I'm still feeling pretty good. Oh, you pulled the whole rock and put it in meth blue. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah, I was looking at some of his videos, Kevin, earlier, and I said his just looks. His voice sounds a lot younger.
Yeah. That sounds
I
good.
agree.
Whose voice do I hear?
Oh, that's Christine.
Okay, Christine, how are you? I thought I recognized the voice.
Hello, Jose. How are you doing?
Yeah.
I am doing great. I decided that I'm going to stay up a little bit more since we're going to gain an hour.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
nice.
right. Oh my goodness, thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, I have forgotten because my shift starts at 6 a.m.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, most of the times I keep saying I'm going to bed, and I keep stay in the chat with David and Jeff, and sometimes I look at the time and it's like, oops, I gotta go to bed. It's I have half an hour to be in bed and then wake up again.
Oh, wow.
It's just bad
That's so
habit.
good.
Yeah, but now we got that hour. The only bad
Yeah.
part is it's going to get dark at 4:30.
Yeah, I hate that part of it. Yeah.
Ooh, Big Steve's got some more Punk fried. Nice. I got more multifasciata shell dweller fry. I got a bunch of them upstairs.
Those Fisher,
What's that?
those were yours. Jeff. Those fish.
Yep, I got the fish in her tank right there. Those black mollies are the ones that I sent to her.
Oh wow.
And I sent an assassin snail and a little container of duckweed.
Oh, that's Christine's tank. I thought it was Kevin.
Oh no, Kevin, he's back in the chat right now.
Oh, okay. But the tank on screen is Christine's.
Yep, that's Christine's.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to put this up here. There we go. And I'm going to go. Boop, there we go. And I'll take this. Yeah, I like the caudal punks. Those are cool. Normal sleeping schedule. I keep failing the basics. Oh, yeah, the chopre are doing great. I'll move the camera over there onto them now. You guys go ahead and keep talking. I'll be right back.
Wow. So what do you got in your tank, Jose?
Let me show you a little bit. Let me play with the camera here because I am always slow with the technology.
Oh, believe me, so am I.
Oh man, I'm trying to flip the camera here. I don't see where.
Um.
All right, I'm on the phone. I am on the phone. but I don't see. I don't have options here.
Oh, you want to flip it from front facing to back facing?
Yeah.
I think you have to do that before you enter the studio.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Unless you have installed an app that lets you do it, because my phone won't do it either.
Oh, so I have to install the app for StreamYard?
No, you have to install some kind of a camera phone app or whatever, unless somebody out in the chat knows a secret way that they can let us know how to do it, because I can't do it either.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Tell us how we can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, you could just turn the phone around. Go down to the 3 bars.
You read this, Jose?
I don't know. I think he turned his camera off or something. I don't know what he did.
There's the choke where you can see it very well.
Go down to 3 bars. Then go to option, camera.
I tell you one thing, they are really, the camera doesn't do much justice to these guys. See if I can see it over on this screen, it's a little bit bigger.
All right, I'm getting educated here. Okay, we got one in. I'm backstage. Jose's backstage again.
Oh, he's backstage. Oh.
Yeah. I read that on the private chat. That's what it said.
It doesn't give me the option to add him. It says remove. What is that is weird. Oh, he's right here. He just needs to open his You see the black one right underneath me with my magnifying glass here?
Yeah.
That's him.
Well, in private chat, he just messaged you and said, I'm backstage. If you read private chat next to the comments.
Okay, what I'm going to do, if you can hear me, Jose, I'm going to remove you here and just jump back in because it's not giving me the option to bring you on here.
And I don't see him backstage either, so.
Can you hear me, Jose? Nope. He's going to have to come. You have to come back in, Jose, okay? I'm not sure. It wasn't giving me the option to add you to the stage.
Yeah, because he was going to show us his tanks.
Oh, yeah, they're schooling there. He's looking at the show. I added a little bristle nose in there. And as soon as I did that, they started moving around a lot more. They were just kind of like congregating together. But you can see the algae on the glass there, that green. So it's doing a good job. He's been working hard to clean that up, so that's good.
All right. Yeah,
I love those choke rig. They're just young ones right now. They'll get bigger. Look at them, they're schooling.
Dannykin Aquatics just explained to us how to change your camera from back facing to forward facing, and I just took a picture of it so I can try it next time I'm in StreamYard to see if it works for me. I know every phone's different, but I could never figure out. That's what Jose was having a problem with. He was trying to figure out how to get it from facing him to facing out.
Oh, I could have walked him through that. Yeah, you just go to settings and go to the camera, and then there's front camera and back camera.
But mine doesn't do that. I never was able to do that. I don't get the 3 dots that you guys get.
You get the little settings gear?
Well, yeah, I have the settings gear, but I have to do it before I go into StreamYard. Because if you remember right, I've streamed on my phone all the time.
Right.
And I could never switch the camera once I was in there.
Huh. I can do it with mine. What kind of phone do you use?
Google Pixel XL.
Google Pixel, okay. That should be able to, I wonder why it doesn't do that. My iPhone, I do it. Really?
When I Googled it and asked why, they said that I had to install a camera app that had that feature in it. Yeah. He was backstage. He could not hear.
We couldn't hear you. We couldn't hear you either. And when I click, see, when I normally put on there, there's like, it gives the option to add the stage. It didn't give me that option this time. Post the link. Yep, here we go. All right, there we are. All right. Hey, Gord, good evening.
Hi, Gord.
Hello. iPhone 15. All right. Okay, there's the link. There he is. Now I can add you to stage. All right.
Yeah,
There we go.
can you hear me
There we
okay?
go. Yep.
Yes, we can.
No, but
Yes.
you see, I still don't have the option for the camera. What happened before was I got out and then I tried to re-enter again and, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I have it here. Hold on. Now I have the options at the bottom. Before I didn't.
Hmm.
Let me see if I have the option. Okay, for cameras. No. I have the options for, let me try that again and go to settings and see.
You go to settings and you click on that.
Yeah,
and
now
then you
I
go
got
to
it. Front camera.
camera. Yep. And then it'll be front camera. You want to have back camera.
Okay, back camera. There we go.
Yep. Yep. Oops. You hit the wrong button. You hit the wrong button or something. You just. In case you can't hear, I'm gonna. You hit the wrong button. Yep, you hit the wrong button. He'll be back. Here he is. I think you hit the wrong button, huh?
Yeah, I think I did. Just leave technology to an old dude and you got problems.
I know technology. I tell you, that's a hard one for me to catch up with.
It's slow. Let me try this again.
All right.
It's a back camera I need. Okay, I got back camera now. Oh, you know what happened was?
What's that?
I think I X'd out before.
Yep.
Okay, now let me see how I can do it. I can get out of settings. I'm still on.
Oh, there should be a little X up on the upper right-hand corner, like a little.
You see the
X.
way the camera looks weird. I only see like a slit of the thing. You see that?
Yeah, there's a little X on the upper right-hand corner. You just want to touch that, and it'll bring you to. It'll open the screen up for you.
Let me go back to the settings here again.
No. It should be right there, and see the little slit.
On the settings, go to X out of the settings.
No. You see the slit on the picture, right?
Yeah.
Okay, up in the right-hand corner, there should be like a little X there.
It's not there.
And
It's not here.
There's a little X when you change the camera. There'll be a little slit, but then there'll be a little X in the upper right-hand corner.
Actually, it's not. Believe it or not, it's not. All right, let me keep playing with this. I'll probably be in and out.
Oh, we lost Christine.
See, I'm telling you. Okay.
Jeremy says, I like the floors, Jose.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah.
I play with these floors since all the fish tanks are here. I did a small section at a time, scrape by hand, sanded, and then restained it.
Oh, also, Danica saying, turn your camera.
I'm
left.
trying to,
Oh, okay.
but it's not.
Okay, Christine, well, I'll be here.
You know what? I'm going to.
You're gonna come back in. Okay. Yeah, these technical things, guys, it happens. I have problems. I mean, when I first started this, I was kicking myself out of my own stream and I couldn't even get back in. That's how bad it was for me. There he is.
Let's try this again and see what happens.
Okay.
What is this? How many times now? The 10th time?
It's okay. We're not counting.
Okay, so now on the camera, I have an arrow left, or I have the X out. If I X out, you said it's on the right. Let me see what happens this time.
Yeah.
The same thing happens when I X out of it. This is what I get.
Yeah, the little X up there. Yep. You want to click that?
But that's what I get when I X out. I get that. I get that slit on the thing there.
Oh, you get the little. Oh, So there wasn't a slit until you did that?
Until I X out of the thing. Yeah, let me try that again. Let's see, camera. Let me go back to the front camera. I see me.
Hey, Dean.
No, it's weird. When I do that,
Huh. I know I seen that before too. When I did it, it would be like all white, but it's a little slit, right?
yeah,
And then up here, then I'd have to go up here and be like a little X on the white screen. I click that, and then it would open the whole thing.
yeah, but see, when I do that, it still does the same thing.
Oh,
That is a strange thing.
it is odd, yeah. Usually it will allow you to have the picture open up on it. Good night, Kenny.
Okay.
Thanks for coming in, sir. So good to see you. Thank you.
See there, I am full screen, right? You can see me, right?
Yep, I can see you.
Let me try the cameras again and see what happens.
All right.
Go to back camera. Hey, look at that.
Nice. Okay.
Now let me go back and X out of that one and see when I X out, that's what the problem happens. See that again? Every time I X out, this happens.
Ah,
I don't know why that is, but
well, you got the back camera. I can see the floor, and I can see
you only get maybe I didn't pay the full bill. That's why you only see the. Do you see the full camera there? I mean, are you able to see the full screen there?
It's like in vertical mode. The way if you're holding your phone straight up and down. Yeah, there you go. Now it's full screen. There it is.
But you could see full screen. All right.
Full screen. Yep.
Let's see. These are my tanks. This is
Ooh,
this
that's
is a 120 gallon.
120 gallons.
Yeah, I probably have about 20 discs there, but I have 5 that are behind me. They are in quarantining, and some are breeding, and some are just I am increasing them in weight. They got a little skinny, a few of them. This is Mama here. She had about 120 babies, and this one here is one of the fries. They're about 11 months now. That's one of them there. And look at this one. This angel. This is a glow angel. It's amazing.
Oh, yes.
I got him about 2 months ago. Has grown quite a bit. And you see this stir-bite eggs. You see them on the...
Oh, on the glass?
Yeah, they just keep laying eggs all over. You just don't have the time to collect them and get them.
If David's watching, he's gonna faint if you don't collect.
This is one of the other babies.
Oh, wow.
And this is the father there. But this couple at the back there, you see that this one coming up to the front, they probably have eggs because she's coming under the fence right away.
Oh, yeah.
With that blue male back there with the blue diamond. But they are, it's a very large school of cardinal tetras here.
Yes. That glow angel is amazing. You know what?
Yeah, when I saw it, I gotta have one. I don't mind some people talk crap about the glowfish. I don't mind them. I like fish for the color.
Yeah, they don't bother me.
Yeah,
when they used to, I think back early they used to inject them with a dye. I didn't agree with that.
Oh, I remember in the early 80s and late 70s, they used to inject them with dye. But these, when I saw them again, they say, no, they were genetically changed. So this is, they will keep the color.
That's how they're born that way. That's good.
Yeah, which is amazing. So that's the 120 tank. And I'm doing this one here is a 90 gallon.
Wow.
There's a bunch of rainbows, some blue acara. I love these guys here. I thought they would be more aggressive. I have 3 of them. They're pretty nice, do pretty well. But
the blue acara, they're not overly aggressive.
No, I try them. I don't like really aggressive. Some of the South American cichlids I don't mind, but the acaras I just like the color. And I said, let me try them, and they were okay. These are the geophagus. This one is the wine Millerai.
Oh yeah, the wine Millerai.
Yeah, and then I think this one is the This is Veni. Oh, I got them backwards. I think this is one Miller and the other one is Veni. But I set up this tank with white sand mostly for the geophagus. I love their activity and the sand sifting thing. So yeah, that's a 90-gallon.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And this is a 65-gallon, mostly barbs. All the crap that they talk about. You see the large angel?
Oh,
Look
yeah.
no fin nipping here, and you see the all the glowfish at the back. That one has been there over 2 years. The barbs don't touch their fins. I think they
That'll get
are.
along great.
Yeah, they are. It's a large group there. By the way, anybody who's thinking, I do keep my tanks overstocked on purpose.
You know something? That does create a more harmonious tank because it cuts down the aggression. Because you have a lot of fish in there, they're not going to be so apt to attack.
Yeah,
They're not going to single out one fish. You know, if you have you put 2 or 3 fish in a tank, they're gonna fight.
They're very opportunistic. If there's a sick fish, they know it. This one here is it looks yellow because it's under treatment. It's a 60-gallon cube. A lot of plants here, and this I took the other angel. I took it out because this guy here, they came from the same batch, I think, but this one was beating the crap out of the other one. It's a little bit bigger, but I had to remove them because the fins were all shredded and everything, and I took them out and put them in the other tank. There's some of these rams here, a few of them.
Oh, yes.
And this tank is very stable, but a couple of them, one of the geophagus here, this one is a Tapaho. He was having eye pop eye, and I just took it out. I treated the whole tank. This is why I'm treating it now, but I took it out and separated it and treating it separately on a 10-gallon. And I have these I did this cabinet here. Excuse the mess. I was water change day, so I have some crap all over the place still. So I did this cabinet, which allowed me to do these racks. These are quarantine treatment breeding tank. This pair is breeding. These are probably about 7 inches, a male, and the female is about 6 inches or so, slightly smaller. And these guys here, I have them here. They were losing some weight. Sometimes they tend to be a little bit more shy, so I'm just kind of overfeeding them. They're doing better. They're gaining weight. And the same thing with this one up here.
Oh, wow. And
geophagus here is the sick one I took out, and these other guys were from the same tank. So I'm just treating them separately. These were the ones that I got at the auction. I forgot the kid's name that I got them from.
Oh, that's from Jason from Stack.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was from him. So there were 6 of them, and I think these are all from him. And a little messy here. I'm trying not to bother this tank. I got from Ron Garage. Crebensis, they have babies.
Oh wow! Already,
I separated the other ones out. So the female she doesn't leave much of the tank. This is a SpongeBob thing, of course, I got from my daughters when I got back during the pandemic, back into fish keeping again. So I had a little 7-gallon tank set up for her. And this is a quarantine tank. This one I'm quarantining. This one is a large one. It's about 7 inches also. And I have this other one. This one I don't have lighted. But this is another. It's a blue diamond also. It was a thin one also. They were thinning out. So I said, let me just separate them and overfeed them on purpose. So I had to put the separator there, the screen, because the yellow one, being much larger, was just kind of keeping him in a corner. It was doing the same with this one also here. He had him on the corner, so I swapped them around. But then this one was at the one downstairs on the corner. Then he was. So I decided to separate them. So those are essentially my tanks.
How many tanks do you have there, Jose?
11 right now. 11 active ones.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's kind
stunning fish. My goodness, they're fantastic.
This is my living room, my fish room / living room. So I try to keep this place neat. Keeps the wife happy. But I've been. This is stuff that I just been reorganizing here because I've been moving. I did the floors, and I'm still kind of getting everything together. Ooh. And we just have a lot of stuff around. So this is it. I'm gonna try flipping the camera again.
All right.
Yes, some of the cabinetry I've done. I built some of the cabinetries.
Wow.
This
That's
one was a
fantastic.
server. I just added a top to that one, just so that I can put the 90 gallon. But that was a server. But this cabinet and the other one here, I also built this cabinet also.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So
Good job on those. My goodness, I'm not very handy with tools, so I could never do that. My stands consist of cinder blocks and 2x4s.
Well, I think my wife will kill me if I put cinder blocks here in the living room.
Oh yeah, you don't want to put those in the living room, no. I've seen it done though in living rooms before from other places, but
yeah,
no, that wouldn't work. It wouldn't work in our house either.
No. I'm trying to switch back to the front camera. Let's see. Hey, look at that! I didn't.
That was wonderful. What beautiful
Thank you,
vision.
sir.
Thank you.
Let me see if I can get back to. Here we go. All right. I think. Am I back on? There we go. Better. All righty. So that's my my living room here.
Wonderful. I like them. I like those tanks. Those biscuits are just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I like them a lot. So this is with the MTS. Of course, I'm trying to, as I tell everybody, negotiate additional tanks here.
Yeah. You ever think about getting another one of those glow angelfish? Maybe get a pair of those.
Which one of the
glow angel?
You know, I would have gotten two, but just with past experience, if you keep more than one in a tank, if you have a large group of them, you know, like from one
Like
batch,
six,
they probably will grow well together. I had at some point probably about 5 or 6 of them, and the ones that remained, once they started breeding, I didn't know that they were breeding. I was doing the tank, and one of them actually came up and hit me really hard. I mean, not to hurt me, but it was a big blow from a fish, you know, on my hand, and I said, what the heck is going on? Then I realized that they had a batch of eggs. And then once they started this female, which was a tiny, tiny little thing, my wife used to call her mini-me. She was a female, became so aggressive. So she killed a few fish that were other fish, non-angels. Because, you know, they kind of, when they do, they go kind of sideways on this attack mode. And they ram really hard on the other fish. They stun them. And I was losing some fish, and then I saw her do one. Then I realized that that's why I was losing some of them. So probably about 4 or 5. I eventually had to give her back to Petco. You know, then they had this other display tank from some return fish. I mean, a larger tank, but I had to give her back because it was really
it's too overly aggressive.
Yeah, and then like this other pair that I showed you before, it was the same thing where she was the other one was beating up. You know, was beating up on the other one. I had to move them. So right now, I love it, but I want more down.
I think you're breaking up a little bit on your audio.
Can you hear me at all?
I can hear. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
When you were talking a second ago, it was kind of breaking up just a little bit.
Oh, that I said that sooner or later, it seems that the more dominant one will just pick on the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we don't know. Sometimes it's a matter of luck, like with any fish, you know.
I wonder if I was a lucky pick those 2 angels and they just stay together everywhere they go. They never fight.
Most of the time, but sometimes if it's males, I want.
You're breaking up a little bit. Is it just me that's hearing that, guys?
Oh, I don't know. I'm hearing you from my end. I'm hearing you clearly, but I don't know. Maybe it's the signal.
Okay. When I was listening to when you were talking, it was kind of like going, and it's like I could hear like every other little bit.
Is it okay now?
It is now.
Yeah. Yep. No, what I was saying that before, I had other angels, and I have more than one because I always got a bunch together, and there was never an angel back, probably 4 years back. It, that's what started happening.
Now you're breaking up again. Yep. It's he says it's breaking up too, Glenn says. Oh, it says here that Jose is
It's
dropping
dropping out from
out.
time to time. Hi, Gordy. Haven't been watching the message. I'm looking at the TV for the
Oh, yeah.
messages.
Yep.
Yeah, Cheryl said the same thing. It's breaking out from time to time.
But now it's good.
Yes, it's okay.
Yep.
I don't know. Sometimes the Wi-Fi signal is off. I don't know.
What it does is it waits till you start talking about what you're, as soon as you start talking about the information, then it breaks. You get to the good part. You get to the good part, and it starts breaking up.
So you're starting out with angels. Maybe it doesn't want you to hear the information.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. It might be something like that.
It doesn't want you to hear the truth. No, what I was saying was that with the
Good night,
angels,
Kevin.
is that okay or still?
Oh yeah, still good. I was just saying good night to Kevin. He's leaving for the. Thank you, Kevin. Have a good night.
Yeah, that's since once about 4 years back, I always had more than one in angels. I never had the issue, and back in I think in '80s also, they bred for me at times, but lately then I've noticed that once they started breeding, they become very aggressive. Or if I have more than one, although I get them from the same batch, when I buy them, I buy a few. Then eventually I start having issues with them. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of the times when I see people with angels with multiples of them, and sometimes I think, well, maybe it will be a matter of time, or sometimes it's just luck. You never know, right?
Can I ask you, when you breed your discus, do you sell them to your fish store?
No, I haven't. I, one of the weird things with this is since I don't really have a lot of time to upkeep the babies, and then certainly not enough time to have grow in multiple grow out tanks. I every time these fish breed, like right now, I'm thinking, what am I going to do with the crebensis babies? Because there's a bunch, and the discus, it's funny with them because there's this 30-day 30-day syndrome with them. I had this pair that I show you. I just have 4 right now. There was at least 200 fries from them, and 30 days they were fine. 40 days, but then after that, I was losing like 5 to 8 per day. And at some point, some were the ones that were growing a little quicker. I separated them out because there's a thing that they say about this is also is that the larger ones, this anti-growth hormone that this hormone that they produce, it suppresses the smaller ones. It doesn't allow them to grow. A growth inhibiting hormone, they call it. I don't know if it's a thing, but then I separated to another 20, some of the larger ones, and so that they will grow at their own rate. And that caused some to drop off also. And they kind of started dropping off over time. Potassium permanganate is something that you could use at around that time, but I was hesitant that it may harm the babies. But I was watching Gabe Posada from Wabi. They use that regularly on all their systems, and I started using it. And now with this particular pair that I show you now, one of the things with the discus also, you have a problem. If there is, they would latch onto the darkest thing in the tank. And in this case, it's a sponge filter. I never really use sponge filters until I set up these tanks. I always prefer canister. And then what happens is that they feed off the babies of the mom's mucus
They pick at the sponge. There's a lot of food in the sponge.
So what happens is they search out for the sponge, and then they start floating around. They really don't latch on. And I cover all the sides with a white panel outside, and I order a hang on the back filter, small one, and I would take the sponge filter out. But they're preparing the cone again. They were 2 days free swimming yesterday and the day before, but right now they're preparing the cone again. They're cleaning the cone again to lay eggs again. And twice a week they lay eggs. So I'm gonna try this and see if I can get this pair to go. I had before the same female with another male. They actually have fries for about almost 2 weeks, and those were doing fine. But then they started eating. They laid eggs again while they had fries. Then they started
Uh,
eating the older ones. So they
uh,
probably, I don't know if they saw them as a threat to the new eggs, but you never know. It's now just to long explanation to get back. I haven't had enough of them to sell them. I'll try to sell them. I'll probably wind up giving them away actually.
oh wow.
Yeah, Jeff Gaines said, "Oh, when you he made a comment on one of his videos about sticky heads," and I said, "Let me know when you're ready to ship. I will buy or swap." I said, "No, listen, I'll give you fish. I'm not really looking to sell them because it's probably the local fish stores may buy it. Especially have your relationship with them, they may want to buy them. But then it's for me, it's time because I work two jobs, 12 hours, so 6 days a week. Saturday's my only day off.
Oh,
Now, what my wife does is with the fries, I feed them twice a day, in the morning and the afternoon, but during the day she feeds them 3 or 4 times. So there's a lot of times with the fries feeding them.
yeah.
And they very slow growers too. So you figure you spend 10, 12 months to get them to about a 3-inch size. It's a lot of time invested on them. So I
It
mean it's
is.
fun. It's fun. I think I let them breed more because my wife is I guess the maternal thing, and take them out. Let them have babies.
Yeah,
So I
that's
will.
really.
It's fun. It's fun breeding them.
I bet. I mean, I've never thought of. I thought it was very difficult to breed.
No,
But it's
listen.
more.
For the discus,
Yeah.
there's. I've done a few videos. Kind of talking about are they really difficult to talk. There's so much crap that you find on. That you hear people say they need a low pH, they need soft water, they need this, they need that. The pH in my area is 7.4. Right out of the top, I change the water once a week or more often sometimes, depending if I'm treating. Once a week, 80%.
Oh wow.
Uh, not a, and straight out of the tap. I I did something. I just added a gauge thermometer to the hose so that I can adjust the water. And I keep them at 82 degrees. Most of the times I keep at 82 regardless. The ones that I have rams like warmer temperature too. So I keep it at 82 also, right?
Yep.
And I also keep them at 82. So I just straight out of the tap. The only thing I add is stay for prime for the chlorine because there's a fair amount of chlorine in New York City water also. But I don't do anything special. No soft water. RO water is another thing people talk about. And you need this for them to breed. Listen, just change the water and let them be. I've had 3 pairs at the same time laying eggs here on the
Wow.
120. And some of the pairs there, they breeding, I'm telling you, at least once a week at least. And then, of course, the eggs, they make it to wiggler stage, but then the next morning, of course, they're gone because the plecos, the loaches I have there,
Oh yeah.
they're gonna pick at them. When the parents are not watching, they're very protective. They guard the eggs very careful. I mean, they're constantly. It's amazing how good parents these kids are. But
Oh
you
yeah.
have to be really dedicated to keep to be able to
To
breed
breed
them,
them. Yeah,
and
and raise
and
them
you
up.
will certainly need a lot of time. As much as these guys are breeding always, if I had a lot of tanks, there will be a lot of discus. I say, but again, it's not my day job. It's not my day job, so to speak. If I have more space, I can tell you that if I had my first marriage, I had a fairly good sized house and I had a nice basement space that I could have used for that. But even when I'm thinking of moving out of an apartment, which I've been for the last few years, the house that I can get it has to have a floor with a concrete floor, like a ranch type for a fish room, let's say, so that it's not a wooden floor, right?
Hello,
And I,
Stephen. Stephen P. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm trying to look. Uh, Oh, look at it. Cheryl says that she's not glad she's not the only one keeping discus above 7. Cheryl, you know what? With the discus, again, a lot of I think they're more missed than anything else. Uh, there's a place here in New Jersey, Discus Madness. They're well known around, and they have about 429 tanks in the store. They import a lot of discus, and most of them I like to go there direct because I can look at the color that I have in mind that I want, and I can look at them. They sometimes will send me pictures when they get a new shipment, and I say, hold that one for me. I come and check it out. Then I see one that I like a little bit better of the same type. I say, no, I'm taking this one instead. But you have a relationship with them, and they call me, they let me know I got something new. This you may be interested in. But
That's
I asked them, what do you do with your fish? They do daily water changes. They're not on an automatic system. They just turn the valves off. But they have these two large storage tanks. They say they change about 3,500 gallons a day between all the tanks, right? And they filter about 5,000 gallons of water a day. So basically, all that store is just there for one day. They do run it to peat moss to soften the water a little bit. But again, other places where I get discus in the city, there's one other place that I check out periodically. I prefer to get them at the Discus Madness, but there's another store here, and I asked them, what kind of water do you use? They said just straight tap water, and I seen them when they get shipment, and even for the wilds, they keep them in straight tap water. They don't do anything special. They say no, just tap water, and so it's a lot of the things.
some of the things are like a myth, isn't it? I mean,
I think a lot of it is myth. Oh, and one of the things that I was talking about earlier that I started mentioning that sometimes I have 3 pairs. I do once a week water change, nothing special, no special treatment other than Safer Prime, the chlorinator only. And these guys, they're gonna breed. You need a cone, you need this. They would lay eggs wherever the heck they want, on the floor, on the wall, on the filter itself. They don't care. So it's not. You don't have to be so picky into this. Just if you take care of your fish like you take care of any other fish, I don't think this is any different. That's my feeling.
so probably about similar to like angelfish then.
Oh, angels are easy. Angels will breed and get whatever, but I think discs are a little bit probably. You probably have to be. They probably are more tolerant. The angels are,
Mhm.
but again, not that the discs are not tolerant. They do quite well,
Yeah.
and they're not as finicky as like some people. I was just I had did a live earlier with this guy from Spain. There's a bunch of probably a group of about 50. They call the group Kings of Waters or Reyes de las Aguas. Mexicali is part of it, and they invited us to join this group and the Spanish speakers. I think pretty much Latin America, Spain, Mexico. There's some from pretty much every Spanish-speaking country, and I did a live today with this guy from Spain. He invited me, and we were talking the same thing about. He says that some people say when you go to the store, did you have them feed them to make sure they're eating? It's just something I'm sure you have heard. I say, listen, when I go to the store, I don't ask them to feed them because when you get close to the tank, they all come up to the glass. They expect you to get fed, so they're eating.
Mm-hmm.
But like anything else, you get them to the house, you acclimate them for temperature, and as soon as you drop food in, they're always eating. And I don't think they're finicky. One of the things I do not do is feed them bloodworms.
Right.
Yeah, because
I've
I've
heard that.
heard and I think I've seen myself that there's more of a tendency to have parasites and more hole in the head, more frequent when you do feed them. So I stop feeding them. I say there are other frozen live food that I feed them. And
I had some parasite problems when I was feeding frozen brine shrimp.
with the frozen brine shrimp, really?
Yep, with this the San Francisco babe. I'm not trying to badmouth them, but
Yeah,
I
no,
used it.
yeah.
Sometimes it did. Sometimes it was good. Sometimes it wasn't. But it's the flat sheet,
Yeah.
San
Okay.
Francisco, and I'd break a chunk off and I'd throw it in the tank. And then I had larger cichlids back then, and they would get really ill and they would stop eating for like a week. And they'd go up in the corner. They'd go up in the corner. I mean, the water was good. I had the water tested. It was really nice. But then they started getting the sunken belly from parasites.
Yeah, that's. Can you hear me? Okay, still.
Yes.
Yeah, with the sunken belly, yeah, they say usually it's parasite. They stop eating, or they will get a sunken belly from not eating for one thing. But parasites is a sure sign. I
Yep.
think that the discus that I've had and over the years, once only. By the way, I quarantined for about 5 to 6 weeks, regardless of what size fish it is. Some people say, "Well, why will you quarantine a small fish for that? That only costs $2, $3." I say, "Well, that small fish is going to go into the other tanks
Mhm.
that I've quarantined for the same period of time." And I had an issue maybe about 3, 4 years ago. I got a bunch of they were either whatever small fish were they were rummy nose. It was an online order, so I didn't wait the typical routine that I do with quarantine, and I also medicate when I do that. And I kind of threw them in the tank earlier than I would generally, and I had a pretty bad case of columnaris. If you don't know what it is, it can wipe out a whole tank in 24 hours. It's a really nasty bug. So I was losing about 2 to 3 discus a day.
Wow.
I lost, I think, about 50% of all the other tanks, but that 120, except one gourami, the gourami survived, the pearl gouramis that I had in there. I had about 4 or 5 and some harlequin rasboras. Those were the only thing that survived in that tank. So I had to restart it, take everything out, run it through bleach, and restart again. So to get this stock of fish, it took me about 3 years. You get two, sometimes three at a time. The cost is one thing, but just putting them to quarantine and just adding them slowly back up. So it was painful. It was expensive loss,
Mm-hmm.
and it was hard losing all that fish. But I don't take a chance. Some people say, oh, if you don't quarantine, you don't have to quarantine. Just watch them for a while. But especially parasites, the parasites are not going to be uh, present for a while after. It may take a while
Mm-hmm.
before they show up.
I
So
used levamisol on mine when they had the bad issue. I did a half dose of levamisol because um, they didn't seem to be too well. It was like just the one fish, but it was after I fed him the frozen brine shrimp. About a week later is when this happened. He stopped eating for about a week, and then I had to dose the whole tank. I didn't have a hospital tank for it, so
yeah,
I didn't want to get dose all the fish with a full strength levamisol. So I just did
mhm,
about a half dose, and I did that for 3 days, and that then he started eating again, and
yeah.
everything.
I think when I have a fairly good amount of different stuff, antibiotics. So I'm kind of prepared for everything. And the levamisol I've had, but since the levamisol you have to, it paralyzes them temporarily, the worm.
Mhm.
And so you have to, once you do that, you have to certainly vacuum right away. If you have a bare bottom tank, that's cool. But then if you have a either dirty or whatever kind of other substrate you have at the bottom, you have to make sure that you vacuum well, because they will come back. I went away this summer just talking about the different antiparasitics. I went to Dominican Republic for about a week. So these 6 tanks that I quarantined and stuff, they were empty because I took whatever I had in there, I put them in the main tanks. I didn't want to leave any fish because the other ones are on controller. So when I go away, if anything is up, I'll be notified because of the Wi-Fi thing. So when I come back, there was a whole bunch of um, detritus worms. I mean, there was like big infestation. Fish will eat them for sure.
Mhm.
That I certainly found out. But I have 4 antiparasitics that I have at home. Fenbendazole, which is very effective for light bearers, like for Calamanos worm.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Levamisole, fenbendazole, and flubendazole. So they're all of the same family. So then I did one of the tanks I left as a control with no treatment at all. So amazingly, I wanted to see, it was more as an experiment more than anything else. So the tank I put up a video actually on that. The tank that had the levamisole, I had no activity after 2 days, like no worms at all, right? The other ones, although then I went through the recommended period of days and I doubled the dose on them. On the other, on all the others, since I saw nothing on the levamisole, I left it alone after 2 days. Then after a few days, they all came back again. So meaning is the fact that they do get paralyzed, right? And but really none of them really killed the detritus worm. They're not parasitic, so it doesn't matter. But of course, a bunch of small fish, they clean them up in 2 days, all of them. But it's I one of the things that I use is fluvendazole. They recommend that you use it. It's a clove leaf brand. I just do it to all the tanks once a month, just as a preventative. They recommend once a month. I don't necessarily do it every month, but I do every month or two. I do add one single dose, and that's it, just in case. So I really don't have really a parasite issue. These guys are not eating more because they've been outcompeted by more dominant fish in the tank. So what I'm doing, I told you that probably about over a year ago, I lost about 4 or 5 of them, but I had all that 90-gallon tank that I showed with all the rainbows, the roseline shark. Those guys are fast feeders.
Oh yeah.
I had them with the discus tank. So of course, any food, those guys wipe that out before the discus can get to it because they kind of slow eaters. They take their sweet time eating. So I took them all out and just have the school of
Cardinal Tetra.
cardinals and the harlequins in there, and then some bottom feeders. A bunch of
Corridoras.
the yo-yo loaches, some stirbites, and some other bottom some plecos. But I make sure that I feed enough, and now I started actually feeding 3 times a day. I usually always fed twice, all the tanks. I know some people say every other day, but I'm feeding them on purpose now 3 times a day, just to make sure that they eat enough food and just to keep them healthy. Because once they start losing weight and they get really skinny, it's hard to get them back, the discus. I think, once they get that skinny, the immune system goes down and it's hard to bring them back. But these guys are doing well. They're gaining weight. And there's one in the tank right now that I put him separately in a 5-gallon tank and just overfed him. And he gained weight, and it's over a year and he's doing fine. And these guys also are increasing weight, and this is just like 2 weeks now. But you can see the difference already. So I have them alone in the tank. So I just feeding 3, 4, 5 times a day. I'm overfeeding them on purpose so they will gain weight and get out of that rut. Then they go right back into the tank. But they're not, again, I think there's a lot of myths about them. And, you just, once you make big mistakes, which we all do, right? You try to avoid whatever
It's
mistake.
what scared me from trying to get them. Over the years, you hear, they're so difficult to keep. I'm like, well, I don't want to even take a chance with them because all the hype about it, saying, they're you get.
I think there's more hype. I can tell you honestly. Most of us, as we all know, we're not vets, right? And
Right.
as a nurse for 41 years, always critical care emergency room. The way I treat fish. Again, I'm not a vet. I don't play a doctor, not even on TV, but I am have a lot of experience. And the way I like to treat the fish is the same way. Like you let's say you get a person into the emergency room, right? We say, well, this patient is AMS, as we say, just altered mental status. You don't know what it is, right? But they're sick. They have, they're acting sick, and you suspect an infection of some sort. So you basically take a shotgun approach. You hit them with 3, 4 antibiotics because you don't know what you're treating yet. You don't want to wait until 2, 3 days later you get cultures back and find out that it's this or that, or you've been on all the antibiotics, but you treat them with some broad spectrum antibiotics, and you're going to hit whatever it is you're going to hit, and then you can back off, or you have a pneumonia, or it's a urinary tract infection, or you have a blood infection, which you're going to find out 3 days later. So, but you cover all the bases when somebody comes in. So if one of these fish to me looks like they're acting a little bit weird, they're hiding, they're at the bottom, they're not eating, I separate them out and start feeding them. And one of the things that I use as my routine. It's a trio of medication. It's a metronidazole, which will treat internal parasite hexamide, especially in discus. I use it's kanamycin and also nitrofurazone. Now, the three of them, that mix, one will potentiate the other. So it increases the effect. And used together, they say that it's like a miracle cure or a wonder drug, right? Because you're gonna pretty much most of the illnesses that your fish is gonna get, those will cover it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it'll cover um, aerobic and anaerobic bacteria. So, and I can tell you that when I take a fish that is looking weird, I treat them, and that's my quarantine routine. I usually, the reason why it takes 5 to 6 weeks, the way I like to quarantine is because you do let's say a 12-day treatment for that. Daily, it's a pain in the ass. I know it's a daily water change, a quarter of the water daily for those 10 days. Then I give them a rest, right? Then I would wait 2, 3 weeks later. I repeat it again because the hexameter, for example, you can hit, it will kill them at a certain part of the life cycle. The medication, it won't affect some other larvae stage or something else. So whatever wasn't killed by the initial round and now it's there and it can reinfect again, then you get them the second time around with the metro. I've had the discus, the bright blue one that was in the tank. That one is breeding it, but the other female. A lot of the time, the key to this is consistent parameters and clean water. Exactly, Cheryl. That's the thing. That is the thing. It's clean water. That's why I say they're not special. Once a week water change, 80%.
Just good general maintenance will keep them.
General maintenance, And I noticed that when you one for one, I either got lazy or I think something was going on with my daughter, my 8-year-old, that week. I don't know if it was whatever it was on that I skipped a week. And then that week that I went to 2 weeks without changing water, then certainly I started seeing illness and loss of fish. Not the discus, but some of the other smaller fish. So if I lose one fish, you expect that they get to the end of the life cycle, right? Okay, you expect that. They get sick. If I lose 2 fish, 3 fish, usually the smaller one, I'm not talking about the discus. But even if it's this, if I'm losing some fish on a regular basis, once and then 2 and then 3, I say something is up. I just treat the tank. I'm not, because although some of the small fish, you'll get some small fish. Let's say again, going to the $3-4 fish, right?
Mm-hmm.
The cost of antibiotics to treat 120 gallons. It's gonna get expensive, but I will buy like a 1 kilo, one big bottle, right? They treat all these tanks and go through those 2 treatments. Well, it is $175. It's a lot of money, but how much do I pay for one discus? That yellow discus there was $300, right?
Ooh.
I'm crazy, for the money. It's one of the things my wife thank God doesn't bother me when I buy the discus. But I'm not, I'm gonna do that since I got out of nursing school at about 21, 22. So I was with family and home. I don't have friends that I hang out with. I have more friends now with you guys.
Same
Right?
here. Same here.
Yeah, I don't have really, I choose not to keep friends. I go to work, I have work friends, but in all these years, I've never been like to a summer party where they go to a park or they have this. I just choose not to, not because I'm antisocial. I'm very social, I think. But, I come home to my family, basically. So I don't go to a bar and spend money. But if I went to a bar one night, I could probably easily spend $300 in drinks. If I was a drinker, I'm not. But I can rationalize and say, okay, this is going to take 6 weeks to quarantine. When I'm ready for another one, I could spend $200-300 again, right? But again, it took me a while to slowly get there, but I won't take a chance on losing that many fish.
No.
If I see something is up, and the other thing is, if I can quarantine 1 or 2 or 3 fish in a 20-gallon tank, that's not as expensive as
It's 120 gallon. Yeah.
Right. Or you got some of the the rainbows, they may be about $20 each or more, depending on the size. The carrots are $20, $30. So if you start losing in that tank, you start up at the 5, the 10s, the 20s, the 30s. Yeah, it's up again.
A
So
lot of money.
yeah, so the thing is, I don't hesitate, and listen, as we all say, you do what you want. It's your hobby. You treat your fish like you want. But again, some people say, "Oh, why would I put the stress of medication in fish?"
Hello, Craig.
Hey, Greg,
Welcome in.
I have still my hair, Greg. Yours is growing back. I've been making fun of him that shaved his
Oh
hair.
yeah,
Wait a
mine's
minute.
almost as short as his. Not quite, but
I said, when I saw him the first time, I said, do I have the right life? And I heard his voice. I said, oh yeah, I got the right life. But anyway, he's going
yeah.
back. But some people will say, well, why would I put the stress the fish through antibiotics? I can tell you that I have not lost fish during quarantine. You most fish gets the transport. You're gonna lose some.
Oop, starting to break up again a little
Uh,
bit.
That I said that you're gonna lose fish, sometimes you're gonna lose some anyway. You expect to lose some fish.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be some losses every once in a while. Yeah.
Have never lost during quarantine. The only thing that I've lost during quarantine, I don't know if you know, the golden egg nugget, pleco, the goldies.
Oh, the gold nugget pleco. Okay.
I've lost 2 or 3 of those during quarantine.
Ah.
Get those out of quarantine. But
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. I can't hear you.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Every once in a while, just when it's really clear, and then all of a sudden, just kind of like it breaks up, like so you can say something, but you can't really quite hear it.
Yeah, that I don't know which of the antibiotics, if it's the antibiotic was affecting the golden nuggets. So I just when I get them, I have a few of them, maybe 2, 3, 4, but I don't want to get it at quarantine. They were fine. I put them, but I don't lost. But I eat everything.
I used to use the API General Cure.
Oh, the conversation about. Let me tell you about the general.
Okay, well, you're breaking up a little bit. I can't hear. Sorry.
Sorry. That the API general cure.
Yeah.
As more somebody being in the medical person, right? Our GRB says that it may be this from the phone. It's kind of sitting on the couch here, and it's right on my knee. The phone.
Okay.
The headphones are not really working.
Oh.
When I tried that before, this is on the phone speaker.
Okay.
Yeah, so because before when we're having issues initially, if I went to these, then I don't know. It was they've been off. I didn't want to, since I have a good connection. I didn't want to fool around with it so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like the API, for example.
Yeah.
You treat it. It's the API is metronidazole and praziquantel, I think, right? Right. So you do one treatment, you do one day and then another day. So basically you're doing 3 treatments. If you're treating, let's say, hexameta, these are resistant bugs. And I just don't believe there's nothing in people medicine. And I don't think these are the same medications that we use in humans. Flagyl, metronidazole is very common, and we use it for a lot of things. We use it a lot. And it's not a 2 or 3 day treatment, it's a 10, 12 days treatment. So this is why I think the metronidazole Flagell, whatever you want to call it. Flagell is a brand name.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta the API. I mean, it's a company that has been around for a while, but I just don't believe that 3 treatments, if you're treating a disease, is gonna take care of it. I mean, I know that in medicine, there's one thing that one shot does it for you, and if anybody, thank God I haven't been there, but gonorrhea it takes care of it. One shot of penicillin. That's one thing in medicine that is a one-shot deal, and some of the antifungal medications too. But it's most of the things you have to run the course of 5 to 14 days, depending on what you're treating and what the antibiotic is, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I like to go the full 14, 10 days, 12 days when I'm treating one of these things. So it's sometimes it's a hit and miss, but you're not. I'm trying to read some of the message here on the TV.
Yep.
It's not. It's not a science, especially as I said. Most of us are not medical people. We're not vets for sure, but we. It's a trial and error thing. Sometimes more errors than the trials. But if
Mhm.
something works, you stick with it. And there's a lot of some people say, no, I don't do this, I do that. I say, look, whatever works for you, if it has worked, fine. You do whatever works. Let me see. J Rock says I where the thing where meds fall short a lot is especially which is the amount of actual water in the tank. Yeah, that they don't follow the amount of water in the tank. Is if you have a lot of substrate and you're treating, it says to add 20 gallons, but you have a lot of stuff in there that takes water space. That may be more. You may be adding more medication than you need. But
Oh, okay.
I go full treatment. I go full
I
treatment.
just dropped the link. What I'm going to do is I need to run upstairs for a moment. I have to check on my wife, and I'll
Mhm.
be back in just a minute. So if Christine, if you'd like to jump up and keep Jose company till I get back,
Jeff,
yeah,
tell the truth. You got to go to the bathroom. It's okay. We're humans.
I do that. I do that too, but I have to check on Kathy too. I got to check on my wife.
Say
I'll
hello
be
to
back.
Kat. Say hello to Kathy.
I sure will. You go ahead and talk to the folks there. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
Hi, everybody. Christine, you still there? Anyway, I'll try to fill in the blanks. My wife always tells me, "Why don't you do live?" I said, "Listen, I participate in them a lot. I've been invited to a few lives, and it gets more comfortable as an old dude dealing with the technology and just trying to keep conversation. I don't. I said, what would I talk about? But I find that I can be talkative during the live invitations. But it's I guess it's difficult when you're not comfortable. Which I was telling Kathy earlier. I don't know if she's still on. Hey Jeff, I've been so busy talking that since I cannot see it on the phone, I have to be looking up at the TV. I have been watching the messages. But thank you, Jeff. That last sticky heads, as you call them, that I had, they were not latching to the parents. They were 2 days free swimming, and I was telling Jeff earlier that I just put white panels all the way around that, and I'm going to take the sponge filter once they lay eggs again, and order a HOV filter. I'm updating Jeff Kane. I don't know if you heard the conversation earlier that I promised him some discs once these get to a place where I can ship them. If I don't kill them during the shipping, I never done it before.
Hello, Jeff
And
King. Welcome in. I'm back. Kathy says hello.
uh, I was just trying to fill in the space by talking more crap here.
Oh no, you're great. The information you have is fantastic. I tell you, I think that if I've led a pretty charmed life with my fish. I've only had a couple instances where I had illness where I had to treat with medicine, and that's a long time that I've been keeping them. So, but I think that if anything ever happens, this kind of information is really good to have with
Yeah,
the
send me
medication.
send me my Gmail, my work, not my work, but my channel email is jopolanco at jopolancob12 at gmail.com, and I'll send you my personal email and phone number. So I'll be happy to share information. It's I think in this hobby you learn from each other. Sometimes if you go to some stores, and most of the time the kids that are there, they don't really know a lot of information, and stuff that you get online, I find that sometimes it's so confusing and so mixed information that all it does is confuses people a lot, I think. And just having people who, like yourself and everybody else who have had experiences, with fish and what works, then it's really you have to just do from stuff like experience, like anything else, you know. I
Yep.
think a lot of the people that I work with, patients, sometimes they say, I mean, it's sort of funny sometimes where you may get some younger people, somebody.
Oop, it broke up a little bit. This time. Oh, I heard myself too. Do you have another? Device on? Right. Knowledge is price. Can't hear you. I can hear myself. Oops. Oh. I have too, Cheryl. Yep, his sound is gone. Yeah, there was an echo. I think there was another device going on with YouTube, possibly. Another YouTube channel was opened up. Yeah, Jose knows the medical field, he knows the treatments for these fish. It's really good. I've never had to use too many of them, but it's always great to learn new stuff, I tell you what. What time we got here? 12:53. We started this at 10:30. Sound's gone. Yep. Jose is amazing. He is amazing. There he is.
Can you hear me?
So,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yep.
Oh, I don't know what was going on. I put my headpieces back on again, but I'm hearing you through the phone speaker.
Okay.
Oh, that I was saying before. Like sometimes you would get people who would say, "Oh, nobody ever gets my veins. Nobody can put an IV. You have to get somebody from anesthesia." And I tell them, "Listen, do you want a resident who's been resident for 3 years, or you want somebody with a lot of gray hair?" Yeah. So, it's like anything. Us having experience, whether it's 1 year, whether it's 2 years, whatever length of time it is that you've been keeping fish, it's the more you drive, the better driver you become in general. So.
Yep.
So this is why
there's no replacing experience. Experience usually wins out.
And it's like you never want to. Like some people say, "Jose, you're an expert. I heard you the expert." And I said, no, that's a dirty word. I said, if I miss, then what kind of an expert you are, or whatever it is. And it's with experience. A lot of, because of the areas that I work in, a lot of young doctors, they come and say, "What do you think, Jose? What do you think you should do?" They rely on you because of experience, because that's stuff like fish keeping. You learn as you go along, and you improvise it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It has been fun.
Yes.
Thank you for having me on. I've wanted to do this for a while, but most of the time, this is the time when I have.
When you have to sleep.
Yeah, no, not the sleep, but I'm doing short and water often.
Hopefully, we can do earlier streams sometime where you don't where it's more convenient for you.
Oh no,
Oh.
early. I'm at work.
Oh, you're at work all that time, so you get home late at night, and then okay.
8 and 9, and that's I will.
We're at 12-hour shifts.
Yeah. Oh, I work hospital 6:30. Earlier days, the other days.
That is a long day.
Kind of 9ish or so, but then I'm at home and doing water changes. I get most of the work done at night.
Oh.
Sometimes to watch you guys. Okay.
I think we're breaking up. And Red Laser says it is a very enjoyable conversation. It is a very enjoyable conversation.
Thank you. My black.
It's kind of breaking up a bit. I can't quite. I'm not sure.
It's still. You can still hear me, okay?
I can now. Yep. But
Yeah.
for a second, it was breaking up.
No, I was telling Gordy that I said he forced me to get the 6 Venezuela. I was holding off because of the price, but
Which one is
Aqua
that?
had them for $20 each. The black Venezuelan Corys.
Oh yeah. I want
Yeah,
the orange one. I want to get the orange Venezuelan.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. These are they're very active. They never hide. The black ones. So Gordy put up a short video on his channel, and when I saw it, I said, no, I got to get it. So I said he forced me to pull the trigger and get. I wanted them for a while, but I didn't want to spend on a quarry, $40 for one. But for the discus, I don't mind spending more. But for the small fish, going that high is yes. But I wanted them, so I just got 6. So I'll probably get another 6 later.
Gordy's getting a laugh out of that. Look at that. LOL.
Yeah. No, but it's your fault. Your fault, Gordy.
I thought the black Venezuelans came down in price. I thought I seen them for like $20 a piece.
Okay. Cheryl says that you breed them, Cheryl, the orange Venezuelan?
Oh yeah, orange Venezuelans.
You breed them for sale also, Cheryl?
I love those. That's the.
Yeah, they're pretty. They're pretty too.
They are.
I primarily only have stir-bys. I like the stir-bys. I like the color. I have a couple from the original price. A couple of the Julie Corys.
Yeah.
But it's maybe 1 or 2. But most, pretty much all of them are the stir-by. I bred some here too. Oh, you have orange, and you have the blacks too, Cheryl? You breed them? The blacks? Oh, wow, that's pretty nice.
Oh, yeah.
Cheryl, you gotta put videos of that stuff there, even if it's a short, because it'll get you more subscribers. People do watch, and I think one of my biggest fear, my wife kept saying, you have a lot of knowledge about fish, and you've been doing it a lot of years. Why don't you just make a channel and share, And then I said, well, what the heck am I going to say on a YouTube channel that hasn't been said already, And, but my 16-year-old actually did the channel for me, and he edited my first video. But then after that, I had to learn really quick. Really quick. So
my theory about, doing the same thing that other people have done, it's always different when a different person has their perspective of it, so it's like you got all these different car makes, right? They all still go down the road. They all get from point A to point B, but it's different, so it's.
Yeah, people get differently, and I find that people present information differently too.
Mm-hmm.
I get to do a lot of teaching in my area, like to new nurses and stuff. And they always say, oh, I want to go with Polanco, and everybody, word guys kind of around because you do have the knowledge and experience. And if you like to teach, you would teach them in a way that they understand. And you know what it was like when you were new and whatever, and so it's fun. It's fun, sharing information, whether it's fish, whether it's medicine, whatever it is. But my wife, she said, why don't you do lives? I said, I don't know, it's but it's something that you have to become comfortable. I do a lot of talking as part of my job anyway, so. But
You got to have the communication with your patients, and
you have to, and other staff.
let's see here. Christine says, I think tanks are a lot like ponds. No two are the same, and there's something to learn. Yeah, always something to learn, definitely.
I always say in my profession, you never know everything. There's always something to learn. And because you think it's intimidating. You coming into the technology, you coming into a field that is maybe saturated. There's so many channels out there, and you think of people like Corey from Aquarium Co-op, and these are people, or Joey, King of DIY, right? He said these people have been around for a long time. They have a lot of followers and a lot of people. And for me, it was like, wow, the first 100, it was like, wow, big, I'm up to 1,000 and it's over 1,000. And it was like, okay, and so it's not so much, it's a nice part of the hobby, and the other thing also is, twice I've been a hiker. As a few of the bunch that we're in, they've been contacted. They contacted me recently, but I didn't respond to them because I guess I could do product reviews. I don't like to doing them. So that if I do a review on any product, if I am saying something good about it, it's because I've used the product and I believe in them. But I could say whatever you want and not force that you have to say something, or people are not going to believe what you're saying because you have an interest in pushing a product. Let's say, not to say it that way. It's nothing wrong with it. But when I went into YouTube, was not so much for the thought of making money. That's not certainly, it's not my day job, to say it that way. But if you get from YouTube, whatever, once you get monetized, whatever comes in, it'll be nice. It'll help you buy fish food. But it's
well, like I say, I review stuff. It's been a while, but they've gotten back with me recently. I tend to like getting the equipment in because I am not very wealthy, so I get the free equipment, and generally it works pretty well. So that's just, I'm going to be honest about it. I do it for the equipment.
No, yeah, they offer you free stuff and everything, and it's but I don't know. It was just my wife says, yeah, go ahead, do it. And my sons, my older kids. My oldest is 39. My youngest is 8 from this marriage. My wife didn't have children, so I couldn't say, I'm not gonna have. I'm done, So it's my lovely little 8-year-old, my little princess. But it's my older sons. Yeah, I said that was a good move. And there was another thing a while back when I first started. Somebody company, they wrote me. They wanted me to test some phosphate pads for the FX6, and I said, yeah, I'll do the test and I'll do a video. That's what they wanted me to do. But I said, if I don't, I'm gonna be honest. I did the testing and I just followed kind of scientific method. I had a I did the testing on 2 of them, and I had a control tank also for the phosphate. The things didn't work at all, and all the coating that they put on it to bind the phosphates, it kind of made the water white. So I tell them, this stuff doesn't work. I did do a video, but I didn't mention the company's name. If I didn't have anything good to say, I was not going to say it. I give them a chance to improve the product, which is why he said, yeah, I will reach out to the factories and have them improve it. But it's let me see what is
see what Christine wrote
saying.
The filter probably my last review because I am not going to lie. I don't like something, I'm going to say it.
Yeah, and that's I think that's that's the way it should be. And
what I do myself, pretty much, well, I shouldn't say this, but if you say anything negative, then they basically will stop. So what I do is I just I say it in a different way, but people actually usually realize that it's, if I see something that I don't like, they kind of get the gist of it, but I say it in a way that doesn't sound negative to the general public.
Yeah.
I kind of like walk a thin line. if there's something, I've had one product that didn't work very well. I had a heater that it blew up and killed all my fish. So there was that.
J-Rock says that he did. I'm looking up at my TV. If you see me looking up, he said he wrote his 216th review tonight. There's nothing you can give me to get a good review. That's pretty good. I did recently. It was really not a review, as I first said on the video. It's about the Inkbird controllers. It was more talking about controllers in general. But since I've been using this Wi-Fi 306A one, I said, well, this is not meant to be a review or unboxing. It's just it's going to serve as a review. But I couldn't say nothing but good stuff about the controllers. They're excellent. I have 7 of them in use right now. I mean, that would have been a good review if I got a free one. I would have taken it if they reached me out. What I'm saying is because I've used the product for a lot of years. I love Higer stuff. I have a lot of Higer stuff here, so I have nothing bad to say about Higer, right? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The little air pumps that I use, I mean, they're the quietest thing. I've tried different stuff, and I was these sponge filters that I use on these small tanks here. They made by, I think it's Aqua. I don't know how you say the company name.
Oh yeah, Aquaneat or
Yeah, they make nice products too.
Yeah, they do. I
Not,
think the
not,
double
not
sponges.
Aquaneat, just Aqua, AQQA.
I like the double sponges. They're so much easier to
Yeah,
clean.
they are. Yeah, those are nice too.
I like those.
And I have a bunch of them, and I've got actually quite maybe 10, 12 I have. And I reached out for the company because there's a problem with the tube that it breaks easily in the little cover. And I was emailing back and forth with her, and I said, look, these, you have to improve these things. I was going to do a video on not so much as a review about these things, but more comparing the 2 filters that I use here, the sponge that I use, one that has biomedia, one that is just a plain sponge. It was more to talk about the difference in cycling just by having biometer, the length of time that it took to cycle. But again, it was not going to be a product review of those things, but I was going to mention also that there's a little problem with stuff that holds a sponge in place. They can break easily, the way they attach. So I sent them video of the stuff, and hopefully they've made changes or they improved it, because they can break easily and then you're kind of screwed because you have no way to hold down the sponge, But anyway, I don't know. I'll see. I didn't say no. I didn't answer her response, but maybe I may. I'm not saying I won't, but I just kind of left the option open as far as Higo was concerned. It's nothing wrong with getting free stuff either. I'm not putting.
Oh no, I do it because I have to. Because if I'm to keep my expansion going, I got to, in my situation, I very limited in what I can do to actually generate income. So
no, that's understandable, and I got that.
I do the best I can with what I got. That's all I can do, really.
Like some people say, why do you still work so much? You're 62 now. I said, listen, I got old financial baggage that I'm carrying around. I have a 16-year-old that I have to pay a fair amount of child support. I'm happy to do it because it keeps a roof over his head at least. But it's like I work so much, and sometimes, as I say, I justify or I rationalize sometimes on money that I spend on the hobby, because this is really the only thing I don't live a lavish lifestyle. But if this is I understand women when they go shopping before, because I feel good as hell when I'm having fish.
It's good to be comfortable, Hello, Audra Myers. Welcome in. Hello, everyone. Just got home from Sacramento Aquarium Society mega auction. It started at 3 p.m. and ended at 9:30.
Wow.
Oh, nice. Did you get any nice fish? I bet she did. I would love to go to an auction.
Yeah, they're fun. The first auction I've ever participated with was the ones that you did here.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It was kind of, you hated outbidding anybody, but the epistogrammas, I jumped on those. When I saw that was coming up, I said I wanted the epistogrammas. I got some earlier, and the prices, on these auctions are just amazing. You cannot get them for any certainly you guys selling them are not making money on them, but I guess it's part of the hobby, you know.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to just kind of support the fish room, the fish, money for food, for the fish food, But
I have, I have a suggestion for Cheryl. Cheryl,
oh,
so I'm expecting a video from you on the red lasers and the black, not on the red laser, on the red, the orange Corys, Venezuelans, and the black ones. Just a short video, just post it. So that'll be your first video. Because I told her earlier that she should uh, put some videos up. Because she has no content, and that will make her subscribers grow also.
I'm not
All
a
right,
fan
guys.
of handouts. That's why I work my arse out. Feel funny getting YouTube payments for nothing. Well, I don't really say it's not a bad thing to. It's not really a handout. If you're doing a review for the product, you're doing them a service. You're doing like advertising for them. So yeah, some people like it, some people don't. I do.
Greg, don't make Jeff feel bad, okay?
That's all right. I'm used to it. It's fine. I'm expecting a fish room tour, Cheryl. Yes, indeed.
That's right, Cheryl. Why don't you connect and show us around? But I am looking forward to the video. You'll see that every video that you post, just exposes you to other people other than at the chats, and you start getting subscriber. And not that you're looking to make money out of YouTube, but if it gets to that point again, if you get $10 a month, that's $10 less that you have to buy on fish food, right?
Mm-hmm. But a pair of bantam sunfish, polka dot goodies. Oh wow, nice.
All right. So whoever has not subscribed to Cheryl, go ahead and do it, and let's encourage her to put up stuff. Okay. There you go.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Let's go, everybody, for Cheryl. Craig said that was directed at Jeff.
Yep. Yep. That's all right. And Jeff King. All right. Just chances are good. Yes, they are.
Was she Jeff Kane? You mean like fish store videos? Fish video tours. There you go. Or dress up. There you go. Audra Myers up too. You know what happens a lot of the times? Like I try to sub to everybody that's on the chat, because that's a part of helping each other also, But then when you go to somebody and they don't have any content at all, they're fish keepers because they're obviously on the chat, but they don't post anything. You cannot leave a comment. And I think by default, YouTube makes everybody a private subscriber, so you don't know who subs. I don't know if you see the same thing, Jeff.
Mm-hmm. Only if they're public, you'll get an email or.
Right, you get something, and I think probably out of 50 people that subscribe, maybe one or two, you'll know who they are. So it's nice to say, oh, thank you, thank you for supporting your channel and knowing who it is. But you cannot leave a comment. You subscribe. You cannot leave a comment if there is no content. If you have any kind of video and somebody sees it, leaves a comment, then usually I will go and click on their icon and takes you to the channel, see what they have, because it's all part of learning. You may see stuff you like or know about something. There's a lot of fish that I have we're not aware of them. I think the rice fish was one that the fajaca. Is it fajaca? No, the fajaca is the The fajakas are the
Puffers.
puffers, right?
Yeah.
What are they called? No, the similar sounding name for the right fish, Japanese name.
Medaka?
Medaka. There you go. I know it was
The
kind of
Medaka
close to
race fish?
top.
Yep. I
Yeah,
like the daisies. The
some of them
daisy
are
race.
really pretty.
Oh, they are. Have you seen the daisies race fish? They are beautiful. They're really colorful, and I want to get those.
GRB says the hole is getting deeper without even trying to Craig.
Oh, call him Dino. Yep. We'll do Dino.
Who is Dino? Is that GRB?
Yeah. Very nice. Very, very nice. Well, it's 1:16 right now. I think we're going to go probably call it here. I do have to get up actually a little bit early because I'm taking my wife to her sister's tomorrow. So
yeah, I think I have to get up in 2 hours plus two also.
2 hours and go to work?
Yeah. Well, I get up at 4:30.
Oh wow.
To shower and get to work by 6.
Did you get any sleep at all? I mean, no sleep.
No, not at all. Many times, like I may be up at this time, and when you and David are on, and sometimes that's why I keep saying, "Oh, I gotta go to bed," and an hour later, I say, "I'm still here listening."
Oh my! Oh wow!
Sometimes I'm still doing stuff, but I may be listening, but not commenting.
How do you do that and go work a 12-hour shift?
I don't know. I'm not tired at all. You know what happens sometimes? I may be sitting in this recliner here, which is my death. Sometimes I may be here until 1 or 2, but then I pass out and I get up and I said, "Oh, I gotta go to bed for half an hour and then wake up again." But I'm not tired during the day, and it's I seem to function well on 2 hours sometimes. I worked nights for a lot of years at first when I was younger, but I think the last 16 I've been on day shift. But if I got 4 hours of sleep when I was working nights, I felt like that was like great. But I worked I probably I average about 2 hours. Some days I'm tired because again it's 2 jobs, 12 hours. The emergency room days are rough because it's a non-stop day.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes they may be mentally
You get some real, gruesome things happen in the emergency room that.
Oh man, I have stories.
I bet you've seen a lot.
Yeah, New York City emergency rooms is like whoa.
World War III.
And the emergency room my primary job is I've been there for 25 years, but the secondary job I've been there since '08, and it is the busiest ER in the country, in the South Bronx. It competes with I don't know the hospital name, but with South Central LA and one hospital in Chicago. They compete for number one spot as far as being busy. It's a trauma hospital, but you see a lot of rough stuff there. But it's like it becomes work. Somebody say, Jose, do you ever stress out? I say, why? This is something you do every day of your life. You do one trauma, you get ready for the next, and you move along. You try not to bring your work home. Sometimes you have no choice. There's stuff from 20, 30 years back that still not haunts you, but you still think about it. And, that's why I don't do pediatrics anymore. I did as a young nurse, but once you start having kids, then you just immediately associate your children with that. And even in the trauma room, sometimes you see some situation and you think of your kids, your family, so it's a tough thing. But like anything else, you couldn't put me behind a desk.
Yeah.
I like what I do, which is important.
Yes, it is. Very important. When you get right down to it, I mean, doctors do their job, but it's actually the nurses that are actually taking care of they do a few key things, but everything else the nurse does.
Yeah, you're there, you're there 24/7 next to the patients, and anything that a lot of the changes, something's going on, you point that out to the doctors, and it's a teamwork. So it's one person doesn't do much. Certainly it's part of the doctors could not survive without nursing, and we certainly couldn't survive without the doctors. It's just different roadways to get to what you do and to make everything work.
Yep.
Why are we talking politics here? Who's talking about Trump and stuff?
Yeah, somebody's talking about Trump. Yeah, voting days. We did our mail-in.
I voted on the first opportunity that I had already.
I voted.
Yeah.
Let's see
Anyway,
here.
I said,
Got
two
a
things
question for you guys. Oh, he has a question for us.
Who is this?
That is Dino. Go ahead, Dino. He says he's got a question for you guys. Okay.
Not about Trump.
Oh, Christine, I vote to emancipate from Chicago. Oh, look at this. If Trump wins, he needs to come out to 50 cent mini. That's a normal tank. Oh, nice. Okay, here it is. When my tank is mature, I got it brown stain, not green. Is that okay? Or would you clear? That's diatom.
Yeah.
That's a diatom algae that you're seeing, Dino. And it's perfectly normal. You know,
And not a big deal.
not a big deal at all. Just
If you,
you gotta.
I think when I set up this, I had a lot of diatom algae on the 120 behind me, in the discus tank. Before it was a discus tank, and I think the most amazing thing for them were I got some nerite snails, and they did an amazing job on those. I mean, I think almost overnight, a lot of it was gone. They're so amazing. I stopped keeping them, one because of loaches eat them, and the other thing was the eggs. I hated the eggs from the nerite snails, but I would like to have some more snails in there. But I have loaches in every tank, and they will do a number.
Oh yeah. Well, we have another question from Lake to Land. Latoya says, I got a question. If you could stock a 55-gallon with nano community fish, what would you choose?
So, nano community fish. I'm very, very partial to cardinal tetras. Cardinal tetras I like. Those will qualify as nano, right?
Yep.
Cherry barbs for sure.
Yeah, cherry barbs, pygmy cories.
Pygmy cories, but yeah, I have a bunch of cherry barbs. I only buy the males for the color. And yep, that sounds. Oh yeah, those rasboras, those kabutai rasboras, the ember tetras.
Oh yeah, the kubatoy, yeah, the beautiful green. I love those. Ember tetras and luminatus rainbows. Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah. And bristlenose, of course. You need bristlenose. You need a balance.
Yep.
And the cories at the bottom.
The bristlenose to keep the glass clean.
Oh yeah, these the 6 quarantine tanks, except on the ones that are breeding. I have 1 or 2 in every tank, because I can tell you that green algae on the walls. I mean, every few days I have to clean it up. I have to sponge them. Although I don't like to bother the discus that are breeding, but the bristlenose and the algae, amazing. Oh, Jeff, you know the ember. Somebody mentioned the ember tetras.
Yeah.
Don't put them with your with the angels. I had a bunch there. Remember what I said, that after they bred, I liked them, and I put them in this 60-gallon tank, and I can tell you that female angel was so actively hunting them. It was amazing to see her hunt.
Oh wow!
But they were gone very quickly. So no angels with the. It's not a nano tank, so no angels. But that's a pretty big tank for a nano aquarium. Well, that'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh yeah.
You know, besides the cherry barbs, like Craig said, and the pygmies, those would be good. What else would be good?
What are these? The Laticara curviceps. Is there a common name for that one?
The Laticara curve. Yeah, that's also called the smiling cichlid. They're a little dwarf cichlid.
Oh no, I don't know that one. I have to look it up.
Curviceps, Laticara. Yep, they're beautiful, and they're peaceful too.
Yeah, I never kept crebensis, and I like these. They're pretty.
Oh, they are crebensis. Crebensis is just slightly. I mean, when they breed, they'll get aggressive, but they're.
Oh yeah.
But I got them in a tank over. I have a 20-gallon over here, and I got them in there. They just hang together. They don't fight.
No.
They get along.
I separated out the second female that came from the auction because I put that. I know they like caves, so I put the little SpongeBob thing that I had left over from my daughter's first tank here,
Mm-hmm.
and they immediately took to the cave. The male did.
Was not coming out, and the male was guarding the house, always outside. And then I said, I'm pretty sure they have it. So I took everything else that was in there and left them alone. And then a couple of days, there's a whole bunch of eggs, and they started fries in there now.
So I have them alone in a 5.5. So
Oh, here we go. There's another load of car.
the glow light tetras are very nice. I have a couple here that have lasted a long time. They're pretty.
Oh, they are the glow light tetras. I got the glow light Danios. They're pretty too.
Yeah.
The Chopre Danios.
You know, I was never into the coolie lo. I love loaches. I have and anything that looks like a snake, I don't like.
Oh, snakes.
Oh, no.
Thank you all.
I like watching videos, and I think they're amazing creatures, but I think we all have our poison. Spiders don't bother me, anything else, but snakes and reptiles,
It wants a big group of small, colorful community fish.
Big fish. I can tell you something. A group of carpenters or even harlequin rasboras, when they school very nicely. I love to see across the tanks. You having trouble hearing me again, Craig? I'm not Craig.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
No, I can hear you. It was just breaking. It was doing a little something for a second, but it sounds much better. Oh, thank you so much, Christine. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Gifted 5 memberships. Let's see who we got. We have. Oh, good. Cheryl Smith, Paul Sotero. Oh, Slim Tim Dirty Aquatics, Fish Dreams, and Outside In Aquatics. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you. I definitely want some schooling fish in there. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you so much. And Audra. Hello, Jorge. Welcome
Hey, Jorge. How are you? I was gonna say you're still up, but I should be saying that I'm still up.
Are you working?
You're earlier there.
In case you'd like to join us, Jorge, there's the link right there. Oh, you're driving from work. Okay, don't do that.
Oh yeah, no, don't do that. I was gonna say, come on, Jorge, because I've been talking crap for an hour now. I think just about right.
Yeah, it's 1:30 here. Got to be on the road at 6:30. Double Red Bull and coffee. Yes, please. Yeah.
Are you heading to work or coming out? He's heading to work, right?
I think so. Thank you so much, Christine. That's so nice. Thank you. Give me 20 minutes. Well, I think we've been at this since 10:30. 1:30. Not that I don't want to, but I don't know. I should probably. I am getting a little bit tired. Heading home.
Oh, he's heading home. All right.
Okay. Good.
But I think Jeff and I are heading to bed soon, Jorge.
I think so. I gotta go around, turn all the lights off, and go to bed.
Yeah, and I'd be up in how many hours? 3 hours. Actually, I'm getting a lot of sleep tonight if I go to bed now.
How much sleep will you get?
No, I said probably about 2-3 hours. But the saving grace is that tomorrow I'm not in the emergency room, and my area, they just do handle. I work in a recovery room and I do a lot of pre-op stuff, so we only handle emergency surgery. So it's generally not a crazy day on Sundays. when I have to work. So
So it should be a smooth day, hopefully.
it should be generally, even if it's busy, it'll be a smooth day compared to, because we do an average about between 100 and 125 surgeries a day in my primary job. So there's 35 operating rooms. So we tend to be busy, but again, that doesn't compare to the emergency room stuff. So I say that my primary job is my easier job.
Let me see in here.
Craig, what time is it for Craig now? I guess for Craig is
Craig, right now for Craig,
midday, like midday, right?
It's 3:31 p.m. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Is it 3:31 or 4:31?
That's right, Jorge. We never say it's quiet. We never use the Q word anywhere. You know what? It's 4:30 p.m. Oh wow. Yeah, that's 2 hours before I get out of work.
Now it's 4:31.
4:31. That's so much later now, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Good night, Audra. Good night. Yeah, we're gonna call it a good night too, I think. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
all.
Let's get
Thank
to
you all for listening.
I mean, if it was back at the beginning, we could talk all night. We'll do it again sometime, hopefully.
All
Very
right.
soon.
Thank you, Jeff, for having me on.
Thank you very much, and let's do it again.
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
you're in here, I'll just drop the link, and we can do it like we did tonight. That's perfect.
Yeah, a lot of the times I say I want to jump on, but I feel I'm not dressed for the party. So I said, let me throw on a shirt.
Hey, I have about 10 of these kind of shirts. I have the Carhartt shirts. I got different colors, but I wear usually the dark. So I look like I wear the same thing. So I got lots of the same thing.
We won't tell anybody, Jeff. Don't worry.
Yeah, I got lots of the same clothes. So it's like
it's easy.
You have to dress up.
Let me see. What would I wear today, right?
Yes. Good night, and thank you again very much, Christine.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, and have a good night, and we'll see you very soon here on the Late Owls. All right.
Bye, everyone. Have a great night.
Love you guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.